Start recording. That looks good. All right. So, thank you everybody for tuning in to this latest session of the Argent Springs campaign. We don't have a company name yet, so that's the best description I can give you. My name is Chris. I'll be playing the part of the DM, and why don't we go around and introduce ourselves before we get into any actual rolling of things. So, bake it away, toys.
Who's first?
That would be you.
Ragnar.
Oh, cool. Well, I will go first then. Hi, I'm Zach. I'm playing Thrognar, who I like to think of as kind of the leader of our little outfit. He is a paladin that wants to be a barbarian and isn't very good at pointing out the distinction. And hasn't eaten in like a month. Okay.
Hi.
I'm ashamed.
Well, I'm ashamed too, but I'm also known as Jordan. I will be playing the part of
God damn
I will be playing the part of Rona Ironheel, a human ranger with her animal companion Lang. She came to Argent Springs not that long ago, but she's been trying to help people, and it's kind of not working out. I mean, just, if there was a picture for the road to hell is paved with good intentions, she would be the poster child.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What the hell is streamer mode? I don't care. I'm sorry.
Hey, I think I'm next. I would be Jonathan. I'm playing Forrest 2. I mean Lamberton. Still working on him a little bit, but he is a probability mancer, working with fate and chance and blah blah blah. We'll see where it goes.
I'm Stephen. I'm playing Geralde again. He is a chefomancer because, yeah, that's about it.
You guys can't just be wizards. You gotta have your
Spice it up
minors
some.
and majors spelled out.
My name's Jesse. I'm playing Remy, the Paladin. I guess if we all have nicknames, I guess she'd be the Mamadin. Yeah, she's just here to make sure that everyone comes out alive, and we'll see how well that goes.
I'm sure this time will be better.
Oh,
Harsh.
All right. So I guess before we get down to the nitty gritty, now that we're all introduced, does anybody have their flags pulled up and handy that they want to go over? That way we know what to trigger, or you.
Do we want to do it in the same order?
Yeah, let's do it in the same order if we can. Oh, there's Patrick. Good.
Alright, cool. Let me grab Thrognar's here. From the handy dandy list that you were so nice to put in the thread. Thrognar's flags are headstrong. Tell me how stupid the thing I'm planning is so I can do it anyway and prove you right. Conflicted, ask me to honor my oaths as a healer when there are monsters to smash so that I have to choose. And Vanguard, move to beat me into a new room or a dangerous situation so that I can race you.
Nice.
So Rona's flags are eager to please, ask me to demonstrate my abilities so that I can try to prove my worth to you or earn your scorn, scratch my back, do something for me so I will feel obligated to pay you a favor in return. It's me or the dog. Put me in a situation where I had to choose between the well-being of you versus my dog Lang.
Very nice. Next up will be Lamberton.
so what we have here for Lamberton is Gambler. Propose a wager so that we may plumb the depths of fate. Persistent Prevaricator. Provoke me into wild boasts of my past exploits. And then soft-hearted and down on their luck, something aid. I still haven't figured out the wording on that one.
Okay, so for that one, do you want someone to convince you to aid somebody down on their luck, or are you down on your luck and you want to convince somebody to aid you?
No, yeah, it's that I would help out people because I am soft-hearted.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
To those who have been spurned by fate, I feel an obligation to assist.
All right, I've still got one-track mind. Try and convince me that magic isn't the best solution to the problem at hand. Which good luck with that. Reckless planning. Go along with one of my dangerous magic-reliant plans, despite your better judgment. And when it blows up in our faces, call me on it. And I've added a new one. Outsider. Refuse my aid because I'm different. Because I was bad at people last session. Just really bad at people.
Those are good.
Rennie's flags are defender. Present me with the solution that puts me in danger in order to help someone else. And by the book, tempt me with the solution to a problem that breaks the law in order to test my resolve.
All right. And I guess we're still waiting on Patrick. Whenever he fully arrives, we'll get him to introduce himself.
He's in roll 20.
Yeah, he's in roll 20. I don't.
I
He
wonder
said
if
he was
Discord
trying to get
will
onto Discord.
Yeah.
I sent him an info. I don't know. We'll. I doubt we'll get too far in before he pops up. So. I don't want to have us sitting around waiting for 20 minutes and then it's real awkward audio that I actually have to edit for once, and that's not happening.
We could have Ash read the job description.
Oh God. Okay.
Mwah.
So, quick rundown: the job that the majority chose via our Obsidian Portal forum thing is called "Need Protection from Protection," and it reads as follows. I'm the owner of the Alabaster Stein, and I've run into a spot of bother, to say the least. It's a long story, but I'll sum it up quick for you. Had a gang of rowdy Menenk explorers threaten to destroy the place one day after getting booted out. Didn't take them serious until I proved they were. Hired some more folk to provide protection, but turns out they were working with the first group. The guards are conveniently never here when things happen. Need someone to take care of the problem for me. You'll get what they were demanding for this month's payment, and I'll get to sleep easier. Sound like a deal? And it's signed Aurora Frank, the owner of the Alabaster Stein, and for the location it says just look for the sign with the big white stein on it. And there was an update that was posted recently on this posting. It's in a much less neat handwriting. It says, "Please help someone. I can offer more. Please." Patrick, can you hear us? Patrick. Nothing yet. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling. So, did anybody want to go over any business before we set out? Did you want to buy anything? Did you have any trades to go over? Did you? I need the wizards to tell me what spells they have prepared for today. And also, if anybody wants to go over anything that they picked when they leveled up, that'll be good. That way we're all on the same general page.
Throgar leveled up, and he took the move that gives armor while questing. Since I'm just always going to be questing, apparently, I will take the armor as well.
Yeah, Rennie picked that as well, so.
And then for Thrognar's spells, since he leveled up, he can now cast third level spells. So I'm going to take Resurrection as one of them, and I guess Magic Weapon is still the other one.
Okay.
When, oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Since I hit level 3, I picked the advanced move Blot Out the Sun. So that means I can shoot multiple targets.
I can hear people.
Oh dang! Hey. Okay. I will finish up really quick. So I can use ammo to shoot extra targets when I use volley.
Nice.
That's pretty exciting.
Patrick, can you hear us still?
Now I can.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and introduce your character and go over your flags real quick, and then you will be officially caught up.
Okay, I'm sorry. My computer kind of blew up.
That's fine.
By blow up, I mean, yeah, whatever. My character's name is Neve, and she is a half-orc fighter who carries a giant halberd. Her flag are... She is... Alpha... attempt to lead so that I can may rebuke your leadership or question your leadership. No, it's. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Been
Cool.
kind of.
Gotcha.
Oh, thank you.
Good
Okay.
is super helpful.
So proud, challenge my honor or strength so that I may prove my superiority. Alpha, ask me to follow or respect you so I may put to test your strength or ableness to lead. And I actually changed honest to atheist. Tell me your religion so I may rebuke it.
I will go edit that.
That will go over great with the paladins.
And
All 2 of them.
When I figure Neve has almost died twice to holy healing, so she's now like fuck God.
It's too bad. It's too bad that like old priest guy isn't here.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'm pretty sure there'd be a blood feud immediately.
Yes.
I'm
Great.
still going to have Zephyr on the same party so I can really go against his leader thing with my alpha thing.
That'll probably be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh
It
no!
will be awesome.
Did
problem.
anybody else have any level up stuff they wanted to go over? Or
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
When Jaald leveled up, he picked up telepathy and the advanced move Prodigy with his animate dead cleric spell. So he can memorize it as a level 2 spell and bring all the bodies back to life.
Not creepy.
For
Not-
reasons.
Not creepy.
Okay, great. I'm really happy that we brought these people every time.
Also, he just bought Rona's old leather armor because armor class is super important,
Mhm,
and it was cheaper than going and buying new armor.
Yep. I wanted to give a guild discount.
So yeah, leather armor gives you 1 armor and 1 weight.
Yes.
Okay.
How much money do we get from selling the spider legs, by the way?
We each got. I marked it down.
Yeah, somebody marked it down. I don't remember off the top of my head though.
I think it was 14 coins each, plus there was a 28 gold fund for resurrecting Forest.
Oh, we can actually resurrect Forest?
Yeah, they started the pool, but we gotta like recover the
The
body.
pool's pretty damn low.
I don't think you would.
I don't think 28 coins will get us very far.
Like 3 of us knew Forest anyway, so really.
No, I watched him die, so it's like,
Well, Rennie carried his body out when we left, so I assume it's up in town.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think timeline wise, this is getting close to a week ago. So where are you keeping a corpse for a week in a desert town?
In the fridge next to the spider leg meat.
and every couple hours I'll go in, press the digitation to keep it cool. 'Cause that's the thing I can do.
You do realize that doesn't prestidigitation just do fake cool? Like, it's not
No,
actually...
it actually
No.
heats and cools things
Yeah.
and adds flavor.
Oh, nice.
It actually
Okay.
is a thing, yeah.
Sweet. I mean, I'm willing
It's just
to,
really bad at illusions.
I'm willing to put my 14 gold to resurrecting Forest. He's the one friend I had.
And you killed him. Sorry.
So I looked at the thread. You guys did get 14 coins each.
Thank you.
I'll put all 14 to resurrection Forest.
I don't think he would have wanted that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
matter what he wants. It's what we want. We're the ones that are alive.
Oh, wait a second. Would Forest want to be resurrected?
I don't know. Who you asking?
Why ask the wizard?
I'll figure it out later. Okay.
Worst case, we save up a whole bunch of money. He says he doesn't want to be resurrected, so we spend it on something else.
1 second.
How much do health potions cost?
50 gold.
Which is why I laughed when you just chugged them that first session.
Yeah, no, it's insane how expensive they are.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, this should be fun.
It's just exaggerating how hot-headed Neve can be.
Neve is very hot-headed.
Okay. I'm back.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Okay. Did anybody else have any pressing business, or do we want to?
I have a question about the mission.
Okay.
Are we getting into the dungeon, or is this stuff in town?
This is in town.
Yes, this is in town. The Alabaster Stein is one of the. It's like the Olive Garden of the taverns here. Like, it's okay, but there's nothing super fantastic about it.
They have good
Also-
builds.
Alright, then my memorized spells shall be Invisibility, Magic Missile, and Telepathy.
Okay.
Also, I just want to say, Rona has never gone back behind it with anyone.
Okay.
Likely
Good enough.
story.
Also, Neve's memorized spells are stab, slash, and kill.
I don't know if you have enough spell slots for a stab and kill. You're going to need to pick one. Sorry.
Gonna choose kill. Stab. I'll choose stab.
Okay.
Someone else can do the killing.
Yeah.
It's more consistent.
Lamberton, what spells are you taking today?
He will have Cure Light Wounds and Charm Person.
Okay.
Oh, what's Lamberton?
Wizard.
A wizard.
Oh, we have 2 wizards.
Mm-hmm.
We
Double
could
weird.
have 3.
Yeah.
2 paladins.
You almost ended up with 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can head on over there whenever you want. I'm gonna say right now it's probably like mid-morning. There's kind of a hot, dusty wind rolling through town, so the streets aren't super populated right now. People like to stay away from the sandstorms, and the wind today seems to be kind of rolling hard enough to where the sand hurts a little bit.
I
I
don't like
volunteer Thrognar goes
Coarse
first,
and rough, and it gets everywhere.
and I will just walk behind him.
Thrognar, roll defend. No, I'm just kidding.
Got it. On it.
Yep. So, I mean, it's not too far away from where you guys are. A lot of people try to put the places adventurers would be more likely to hang out or at least stop by every now and then. They try to put them close to the adventuring halls. Just, the closer you are, the more chance you have of getting some coin from people needing to drink away their sorrows. So, let me see. I'm going to say you guys are here. There we go. The blue area, oh Jesus, is like general adventuring company area. Oh wait, I'm gonna let, yeah. The Menanke is off to the east, and the Alabaster Stein is somewhere to the north. Gee, excuse me. I'm falling apart today. So yeah, you guys head over in that direction. Anybody want to stop anywhere else beforehand, or y'all just heading straight there?
Let's just head straight there. This person's been waiting for some help for a while.
Neve, how do you feel about being quiet?
What? What was that about being quiet?
It's because I have a plan. It'll be awesome, but you have to be quiet for it to work. I can make you invisible, and you can stab them in the back when they show up.
Neve is obviously waiting for you to do it, because Neve is now quiet.
Wait, are we straight gonna ambush these people? Is that what's happening?
No, right? It's
Warning.
so
We
Moment.
should introduce ourselves to the guy and say, "Hey, we're here to do the job." Like,
Yeah, like we
Exactly.
have there are intermediate steps here.
Yeah.
No, my
No,
point
no, we're
is,
just
if
going to go
nobody
in and
sees
assume we're
Neve
hired.
showing up with us, they won't expect her.
Neve looks at you, and then looks at Rona, and then looks back at you, and is like, I'm not the quiet one with, like, arrows.
Yeah.
Um,
You're the
I
stabby
really-
one with stabbing.
Anyway, let's go.
I mean, Neve
Okay, let's go.
like, sure, maybe.
If you want to do invisibility, I just need you to roll a cast a spell check for me, and I hope you do poorly, and this goes terribly for everybody.
I swear to God, like, I'm not even a spellcaster. If I turn inside out again,
Oh
let's
god.
be clear, and Meme glows for the rest of the.
No pressure, but first roll.
7. All right.
unwanted attention.
No. Dreyaldi picks. I forget this spell for the rest of the day.
Yup.
So yes,
That's-
your choices. You draw unwelcome attention or put yourself in a spot. The spell disturbs the fabric of reality. You take -1 ongoing to cast a spell until you prepare again, or after it's cast, the spell is forgotten.
I forget how to cast invisibility now.
Okay.
That was cool.
It's a one-shot thing. Hopefully Neve doesn't waste it, or Rona, depending on who
Well-
accepted.
I accepted.
Okay.
So
Waste it.
there is a touch, there is a, and then there is no more Neve.
I mean, I'm quieter than you, but Lang would make it kind of hard for me to actually.
Just sitting there at your heel.
Oh, also, bad news. Until Neve becomes visible again, I can't cast any more spells.
That actually might be
Whatever,
good.
that first one kind of went off the rails anyway. We're going to let that one ride. That's fine.
Oh, that is true, isn't it? Great.
Wait. I'm looking over at Lamberton as Drialdi's doing this with Neve. I don't see this going well, do you?
I didn't find the orc that offensive to look at. I
You hear a whisper in your ear. Thank you.
Hey, okay, sure. Does he always do stuff like that?
The wizard?
Yes, I do.
I just try not to make eye contact.
See, last time it made Neve glow. This time I
Whoa.
made her invisible.
What were you trying to do?
Make her invisible this time.
Oh,
And
good
glow last time.
job. Okay. You've got that versatility of the spellcasting down good. All right.
Wait until I cook lunch.
Nod. Walk away a little bit.
Perfect.
This is where Thrognar will nod his head sagely about the lunch thing. He's pretty into lunch.
Lunch is like my favorite time of day. You don't even know.
Rona's gonna pinch the bridge of her nose, and then she's gonna walk over to Rennie. Anyway, let's go talk to the proprietor while they figure this out.
Okay, so we start walking. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay, so there's 5 of you and a weird, slightly dusty outline of where a person should probably be as you all walk down the streets. Maybe about 5-10 minutes later, nobody has a pocket sundial, so it's really hard to tell about the passage of time. But eventually you get to...
Ironically, I do. I can't use it.
I can't see what time it is.
You get to a place, there's 2 or 3 of them. One has a sign out front that has a white, looks like a tankard on it. The other one has some black dragon, and the other one has, it's kind of like a green background with a mermaid with 2 tails.
That's Starbucks? You just make Starbucks?
Coffee.
So yeah, feel free to go into any one of them you want. They're all kind of facing each other at this intersection. The other place is there's like a bench and a secondary job board, but it seems to have all the same stuff that you guys have seen on the ones in the adventuring district.
I'm just gonna walk straight into the white tankard one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I follow.
There's a bit more noise in here than there is outside. This place is not super packed. You could probably find a table if you needed one, but it is decently populated. There's that weird white noise that comes from a lot of people talking at the same time, where it's kind of impossible to make out any specific conversation. And behind the counter, you see there's a tall, elven-looking individual. There is some sort of lizard person, and hopped up on a bench, you see a dwarven woman. Looks like she's telling the other 2 what to do.
Sorry, who is she talking to?
She's talking to the other 2 people who are behind the counter, and it looks like she's pointing and giving them instructions or something.
I'll go up to the dwarf woman and ask her if she's Aurora Frank.
That's me. Are you here for the special, or what can I do for you, 5? Need a table?
We saw your notice on the message board about needing protection, and we're here to ask you about it.
Oh, to be honest, I was beginning to think that no one would ever respond to that.
We're here now.
Yes, no, I'm not trying to, say that you all aren't capable. That was just, yes, it's been quite a while. I've been waiting for someone to come. What information do you need from me? This is the first time I've had to hire adventurers and not serve them ale, so I'm not exactly sure how this goes.
Oh, well,
What can
first
tell us
you
about
serve out.
What can you tell us about the people that are threatening you? Is it one specific person?
It's more a group of them. I would say there's maybe somewhere around the number of 10.
10.
They don't all come in at the same time. There's, I can see through the window on occasion. It looks like one person will wait outside, and I guess look out for someone, or call to people, and then a few more will come in and demand their money, and if I don't pay, then they come back after closing hours and start breaking things.
Can you tell us any distinguishing features about any of the people that came to bother you?
Oh, well, there's a few. There's not very many lizard folk here, aside from Valkus behind behind the bar, rather. There was one lizard with them. He's like a pale green color, I would say. There was I think he was a dwarf or a mud elemental. He's gross and greasy. I don't know exactly what he is, but you'll know when you see him. Or smell him, I guess, whichever comes first. There was a rather tall man who came in once. Taller than any other human I think I've ever seen. Probably 7.5 feet tall, maybe. Never seen him with weapons, but he looks like the kind who doesn't need them. And none of them seem to be acting as the leader. I've never met their leader that I can tell. It always seems like they're, talking to each other and saying they have to report back and that sort of thing. But I don't usually catch too much. Once they notice that I'm paying attention, I'm usually brought into the back for a discussion so that the patrons, I guess, can't hear.
Well, that is something to start with. Thank you.
Sure.
Are they part of a specific guild?
Not that I've seen. If I wish I had that information so that I could actually, report it to the guard, useless as they may be. They say there's nothing to go on, so it makes
Can you
sense.
take a dig at that?
Well, it is rather vague information, and there's not that many guardsmen to stay here and keep an eye out, but that's why we're here now.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't speak ill of the town protectors. I'm at the end of my rope, and I feel like the ones I've dealt with are much quicker to try to pass me off to someone else as opposed to put forth any effort to solve this issue. And at this point, I'm not sure if if my business will be destroyed or if I'll go broke first. But either one is looking pretty likely at this point.
No offense taken, your frustration is understandable.
Do they generally show up around the same time, or is it a bit whenever?
It's been. I haven't noticed any specific time. It's when I'm here. They always know to wait for me for some reason. I guess they pick on the short woman. It's easier. But it's once every. It was originally once every few months, and then it was once every few weeks, and now it's once or twice a week, and they take a majority of what I'm making, and I can barely afford to buy supplies to keep this place going and pay my employees. I haven't taken home any money in a few months now.
I would like to put my hand on her shoulder and say, I understand that this is very trying, but we're going to try getting to the bottom of this.
Thank
Can
you.
I?
When was the last time they were here?
What's today? Sun's Day. Probably 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days.
So it
they're
sounds
due.
like you should be due.
Can I do a spout lore to try to see if I know these guys?
You can give it a shot. I mean, she hasn't really given you a whole bunch of info to go off of.
Really tall guy.
Really tall guy, or like
Gray-skinned lizard man or something? I don't
I'm
remember what it
not
was.
sure she wants to hear an invisible voice suddenly try to get
Oh, that's a good point.
I move my mouth when Neve is talking.
A badly dubbed movie.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna
I mean, I already
kinda
looked the part, so.
I'm gonna just nudge Neve with my boot.
so I have to tell you something interesting. It's up to you to make it useful. Huh.
I was thinking, not actually saying out loud, but like thinking about like what I might know about this.
Right.
Oh.
None of the more well-known guilds, the big three, are known to have any kind of lizard folk in their ranks.
Got it.
Species.
Are we the shakedown people?
Hmm?
Are we the shakedown people?
That's a good point. We have a lizard man.
You,
Is a bigger than average human from
How were her two employees here reacting? I kind of just want to see, like, when she was going over the thing. Do either of them show any kinds of tells or anything like that?
They're doing the stereotypical, cleaning the empty mugs, and the lizard guy is behind the counter. He's kind of running back and forth prepping food, but the elven person is... They look angry about the situation.
Okay.
I mean, you can
Um,
you know an angry elf face when you've seen one, and this is definitely one of those. They've got the eyebrows that really sell anger very well.
Do I believe they're being honest about it, though, or are they just acting like they think they should?
Do you have senses that pierce lies?
I do not have senses that appearance lies. I
It's-
was thinking maybe they're trying to discern the reality of what's going on.
Yeah, that would work.
well, I have senses that pierce lies.
Okay, yeah. This all seems to be genuine. Like everything that's going on in here seems on the up and up.
Momadin sees everything.
Yep, that's right. I was going to ask. The note said that you hired people to provide protection, but they were working with the first group. How did you hire those people?
They just so happened to be in the tavern when the first group came and threatened to. So I broke up a fight one night, and I kicked a small group of people out, and they said that I would be sorry. The next day I came in, and two of my barrels of special reserve ale were broken and spilled all over the floor. Half of my mugs were broken. Probably a quarter of my benches were broken, or stools, sorry. And they came back the next day acting very nonchalant, and then they called me over to their table and made some threats, and the people I ended up hiring were sitting nearby, and I assumed they had overheard what was going on and were trying to be upstanding individuals and help me out, and apparently that was the furthest possible thing from what actually was happening.
It was a two-man con.
Somewhere around there. There were four of them total, two who came in and threatened, and then two who offered the protection.
Oh, well, when you say a two-man con, it's just that you're playing two sides off of each other that are secretly working together, but are actually trying to, both mislead you into a confidence game. It's a standard play.
Oh,
Right here.
okay.
Ragnar raises an eyebrow.
The elf does too. He stops. He stops
That was
polishing the
meant to be
mug.
character.
We have experience being on this side of this kind of thing. That's all he's talking about.
Oh. Okay.
Sure. Um, so, all right, taking a good look around the place, does it look like she's missing stools, or the stools have been repaired, or does the story check out?
Sorry, what? You cut out there. One more time?
I'm saying, looking around, does it look like, a quarter of the stools have been replaced recently or been fixed, or basically does her story check out as far as what she has said physically?
There seems to be a bit of a kind of hodgepodge collection of sitting furniture and that kind of thing, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And the mugs all seem like different ages, different makes, probably the different craftsmanship from different species or races or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, someone's supposed to negotiate our fee.
Oh.
I look around it.
I would like to put my hand on Lamberton and be like, no, this really isn't the best time. Like,
I just don't know who's supposed to do that.
just
Rennie's not
and
going
we'll
to.
talk about it after we actually finish the job.
Well,
Yeah.
I understand business is business, and you have to see if this is worthwhile for you all. I've been... It comes out to being about 125 coin that they keep taking from me at a time, and I believe the ad said I would pay that, and then I did put an update saying I would pay more, so I can go as high as 150 coin if that would be an agreeable price.
Eve puts her hand on the dwarven woman's shoulder.
Oh no!
I'm yeah. And she just whispers, "How big is the big human?"
Wait.
I'm sorry, just answer. It won't hurt you.
What is it?
Yep.
Is Eve.
It's a mysterious genie that assists us in everything, but you can't ask about it, or else it'll go away. Okay?
I'm okay with that. What is it?
No! Don't ask about it, because it's gonna be what helps us take care of this problem for you. So, shh. I've already said too much.
I told you that I would not let I will not help you if someone asks about me.
Change the subject. Some ale, please. Yeah.
Ale sounds good.
I would like some ale too.
Hell.
Guys, we have a job to do.
Because he just does not understand these people's behavior at all. Or totally used to that.
Well, I'm just gonna leave the tavern and maybe look at Thrognar coming.
Yes, absolutely.
But he's going to tell her that we're going to take the job.
Yeah.
So
Neve asks one more time, "How big is the big human?"
Well, like, bigger.
Big.
She said like 7.5 feet tall.
Neve pats the dwarven woman on the shoulder and says, "I'm gonna do this job, even if no one else does." And walks out.
Oh, I'm in.
Guys, just hack. Like,
I didn't know for a dwarf woman. It's like, sorry,
have a hard time.
but we're gonna do it. We're in.
Okay, great. Thank you. I guess report. Not report. I'm not your boss. Just let me know when it's done, and hopefully you have some way of verifying it. This seems tricky.
And Neve comes back in and says, "Technically, since you're paying us, you are our boss for this job. And secondly, we'll just bring you back the head
Neve,
of the
get out here.
No. I am the boss of you right now, invisible spirit person. This person is just subcontracting you, okay?
Good point.
So, yes. Now, I don't know what else is next.
Anyway.
Are we really just gonna walk away and let this person be robbed again?
No, we're doing the job.
We're gonna stake it out.
So she said someone was looking in through the window occasionally.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to go check for some disturbance or trail to by the window.
As you head out, you see someone looking through the window.
You know what? I'm gonna send Lang to go after them.
go after how? Like attack or just like pursue?
Pursue.
Okay.
Wait, Rona.
What?
Put your hand on her shoulder right before you said that. How about I, the invisible orc, go follow them?
I like this plan.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm gonna
gonna
hold
roll
on
with
to
you.
Lang's harness.
Okay.
It's in Lang too, just in case.
You gotta supervise the invisible orc.
So the door opens, and this figure, she clasps her hands together, and she looks expectantly, and then nothing comes through the door, so she goes back to leaning through the window and looking around. She sees, if anybody's looking out the window at her, she sees you all and will kind of wave you over in her direction.
Well, wait, hold on. I already left the building.
Oh, okay. Well, she's like right outside the front looking in. Okay. Yeah. So if you walked out, she would walk over to you and say, "Are you with are you with the company with no name?"
I guess so. You gotta be more specific than that.
That's pretty much us.
I literally don't know how I can.
That's us.
You know what would help? If they chose a name.
No, we are the No Name Guild. That is our name.
Can we
You'll
just go
find
with
a
like
name.
Argent Wayfarers?
I was going for the forest, the Friends of Forest.
Yeah.
No brand heroes.
Yeah, no. Ragnar's defenders. Is that it?
She looks at you all
We're just
arguing
those
back and
guys.
forth, and she goes, "I'll just. How about I use your names? What? Who's who?"
I'm Runa.
I'm Ragnar.
Why are you
I'm
asking?
Gerald. You can call me D-Money.
Okay.
Don't you don't have to do that.
You can, but
You
you,
really
should.
Sorry, bit of a joke.
Oh no, that's fine. It's good for friends to have jokes amongst each other.
Rennie asked why she wanted to know about the names.
Just if your company doesn't have a name, it would be helpful to have some way to refer to you collectively.
Who are you? Why are you asking?
Oh,
Flock?
We're the helpful people.
my name is Nomi. I'm someone who is sent to discuss a mutually beneficial business proposition
Yeah?
for you all, your collective company, I suppose.
Regarding?
A few things. If you have some time. Hold on. And so this lady is very well put together. She's wearing like really nice kind of dark green clothes. She's got like long black hair that's all braided, and she opens her jacket a little bit and shows you a fancy amulet with a sapphire set in the middle of it. She goes, I've been sent by a company, let's say.
I am intrigued.
The Sapphire Council?
She taps her nose.
Oh.
This is sort of a under the table negotiation. That sounds bad, but it's
It's on the down low.
sure. It's usually seen as a bit odd for guilds or companies of our standing to associate with newer or smaller companies. So
You don't have to beat around the bush.
okay, well, a few days ago, maybe close to a week, a halfling arrived at our doorstep. He was actually on a stretcher. His legs were pretty badly broken, but he was looking for a group of adventurers who had saved his life. He gave a description. We did some research and asked around, and
Oh.
apparently that was you all. We
I
were
know you.
impressed by the fact that you didn't demand anything from him. Most companies would, I'm sad to say, would hold someone hostage until they could come up with the money to buy their own freedom, or would work as indentured servants, or something like that. But you simply brought him topside out of the Menanke, and you brought him to an apothecary, and that is generous.
He's doing well.
As well as someone could be doing in his leg situation. We've looked at him, and we're not sure he'll ever be able to walk again. But aside from that, he's healing up relatively well.
I look over at Rennie, and out of character, this is the halfling that I force-fed a potion to when he asked Rennie and me to kill him.
Yeah.
So I would definitely be interested in going to go check on him.
Yeah.
No, I remember that. That was definitely a thing that happens.
Maybe we could split the party up?
That sounds wonderful, and by that I mean terrible.
That was the wizard, the squishiest one.
Yeah.
If you
So
I tell her if that was us, and we have also taken care of the creature that did that to him, if that would help his recovery, knowing that.
Well, we he after he asked around for you and said that we told him that you weren't a member of our company. He was pretty ready to continue searching. So aside from tending to his wounds, we haven't seen him in a few days. Sorry, I didn't mean to give the impression that he was of our company. He just he put you guys on our map, I guess, let's say.
Oh, that's...
Which is why I've been sent here with 2 separate propositions. You can take them all, or one, or neither. It's really up to you. Can I buy you all a drink? Can we go in and sit for a moment?
I'm
Sounds
gonna
great.
hold a hand up. Let's get the drinks and get right to it. And I kind of glare over my shoulder at the guys because we literally just left the tavern and we're not on track at all today.
We're doing the adventure.
But hanging out at the tavern is like the best idea.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least means we'll be around if something happens.
If going to this tavern is no good, we can try one of the other 2. No, okay.
We'll go in. We'll go into this one, I guess.
Okay.
Rona has this defeated look on her face.
I take the lead because nobody else is.
Oh no! If there's drinks, if there's drinks, in the at the front. What's happening?
I guess it's slightly less suspicious going in and drinking anyway, so.
Yeah.
And nobody will know.
Well, Lang will. Lang will stay outside right next to me.
Okay.
No pets.
Oh, it's a seeing. Lane's a seeing eye familiar. That's fine.
I'm putting that name there so I don't forget it, because I just kind of came up with it on the spot. So Nomi finds a table for the 6 of you, and she doesn't whistle to grab anybody's attention, but she raises her hand, and the elf sees her pretty much immediately, and he's got almost has hearts coming out of his eyes, and he rushes over to see what she needs, and she says, 6 mugs of your finest alcohol, please. And she hands him a small little pouch of coin, and he looks at it with this look of surprise, and she says, "Keep the change." And he runs off and comes back shortly thereafter with 5 mugs that match, 1 that doesn't, and a bottle of some kind of light greenish liquid with elven or some kind of pointy writing all over the bottle.
I am admiring it immensely because I love elven stuff.
And he bows, the elf, as he puts the tray on the table. He bows as deeply as he can, almost to the point where he headbutts the table. And he says, "Our finest drink for our esteemed guests." And then he it's like an awkwardly long time before he looks up sees that nobody's like doing anything, and then gets up and walks off.
So, these propositions.
Yes, like I said, so I'll just go over them separately, and you can decide which sounds good for you. So the first one, we hear that you all have begun working with the Magic College. I know the job posting said something about recovering lost books. We were a bit occupied at the time, so we didn't pursue this as much as we would have liked to. We were willing to make a little deal with you. If you recover those books, and if you bring them to us first, it would be great. We would be able to, copy down the information that's in them. We are fans of relics and ancient tomes and any kind of discovery. And these people, they've taken it upon themselves to hide knowledge from the world, and we're not huge fans of that. We've butted heads over the years, and this would be sort of a continuation of that tradition. In return, or as a sign of good faith, we would of course reward you for bringing those to us, but I can give you a few things that may help in a time of need, in case you have to get in a fight to break up this whatever's happening. I do offer these, and she slides this little. It's a little pouch. It's got 3 vials in it. There is a swirly yellow one. There's a dark red one, and there is like a cool blue one in there. She points at him and she goes, "Okay, so the yellow, handle very carefully. The vial's fragile, but throw it at something that you don't want to go anywhere for a little while. The blue is for weakening metal. It, for some reason, it interacts strangely with metal, but get a good coating of this on there, and it becomes brittle as glass.
Interesting.
And the red one, keep and only use in your most desperate hour, and make sure to keep your friends away."
Berserk Rage?
We call it Rage Essence, but the principle is probably the same.
Angry juice.
Yeah, very, very angry juice. Wake up covered in blood that's not yours, maybe juice.
Thursday juice.
Well,
Sure.
I don't want that. Drognar?
Awesome.
I'm gonna clear my throat. As you say, we're still trying to develop a reputation here. Since we already are, made a contract with the other guild, mages.
Yes, the
Academy.
college, yes.
Yes. I don't think it would be within our best interest to, go back on our word with them.
Oh, no, we wouldn't keep the books. We would just need them for, if you could delay delivering them to the college for a day or so that we could look over them and take notes to expand our library a bit. We wouldn't damage the books. We know that ancient books are priceless, and damaging a book is it is a crime in our company that is punishable by immediate expulsion. We
Is there
know
any specific
books.
information you're looking for in the books?
That's the thing. We don't know what is in them. But if it's something that the Magic College is willing to destroy a town for, it must be something special. You all did see that part of the job
Yes.
posting, right? Okay. This would not be the first time that they... the term we've come to use is glassed. Basically, all that's left of the town is a few cinders, a few rocks, and then a flat plane of glass. It's not pretty. Anyway, so there's a second thing we'd like to talk to you about. As you may know, murder within the town limits, of course not including the Menanke, is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, you are free to handle these jobs in any way you see fit, but if you were able to resolve this via incapacitation instead of death, we would
You can't hear this.
we
I
would
know.
we would step forward and back up whatever story you may tell the guard, and these adventurers, if they are that, would likely be exiled from town. But we feel that the true justice is to let the law proceed as it should, as opposed to spilling blood when other options are present.
I'm sorry. What has this other group done to deserve this?
Exile? They've been extorting business owners and destroying property and threatening people.
Yeah, it's a crossover quest.
Oh, so the people were already looking.
Yes, we've seen the job posting. This sounds greedy.
Exile
It's
might be a more cruel fate.
Exile.
We just saw what exiles look like on our last trip out, and
Yeah,
that's kind of terrible.
It may be
Yeah,
cruel, but that is the way of justice in this town.
Hmm.
I think that we should take
Oh.
the second job.
We can try, but
If they, as long as they don't force us, like,
if they insist on fighting to the death,
The proprietress didn't ask us to kill them. She just
No.
wanted to be safe.
yeah, they just want him out. She just want him out of here.
hmm
You guys want him exiled though.
I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully there's no fighting, but
Mm.
how often does that happen?
It's not that we can't fight them. It's that we can't kill them.
We got the demon dagger.
Precious.
All right. I mean, I'm not opposed to exiling them.
Yeah.
All we ask is that you bring them to the guard and let the guard proceed as they should. Whatever comes from that
agreeable.
point is
I'm willing
out
to do
of
my
our
best on
hands.
that account.
hmm
This would be let's call it a sign of good faith. And if you are able to resolve this without having to resort to killing, then we would be in touch, and perhaps there could be further cooperation between our companies.
I start to look outside and I go, what if an accident were to happen while we're obtaining your prisoners?
It would depend on how many accidents and how grievous the accidents were.
Are you negotiating for partial credit?
I mean, it's better to do it now.
We can
rather
try
than
not to kill
later.
them, but things happen in the heat of battle sometimes. We
Things
can't be 100% sure that nobody on either side will die.
Yeah.
Eve
things
happens in the
We're
heat
gonna
of
we're
battle.
gonna hope for no deaths, but
I don't think we can
Steve
guarantee
got realistic.
you.
the proprietress of this tavern she's an honest, hardworking woman. Just think of how this will look for her, though, if the town guard did not come through when she needed them, and then she gave adventurers money, and suddenly there were bodies in the streets. It would make it seem like she was hiring assassins, and while it may be possible for you to get off scot-free, it would be much less likely for her.
I can appreciate your concern about it.
Actually, wait a second here. Just out of game. This
Yep.
person's basically saying, like, hey, we want you not to kill these people who are definitely doing wrong things. And if you don't, we're going to blame the innocent person who has had no help from any other guilds.
Well,
Like, I
Exactly.
don't like these people.
Well,
She's
she's
not
not
correct,
saying
though.
she's not saying that she's going to place the blame. It's just it's going to look bad if the cops go to investigate. Oh, hey, we found a link between these people and the extortion ring, and all of a sudden she paid people and these dudes are dead.
And if there's no evidence for the extortion ring, it's just like
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like this person.
Hey,
I mean, I'm not in this. I'm not in the
Yeah.
tavern myself, so I have no actual
out of
opinions.
character. Lamberton, you have charm person, right?
Yeah.
You want to make friends with Neve?
Out of character, totally supporting this plan.
I was originally gonna do it with my evil elf wizard, but I don't see a good place to bring her in. So it's like, well, somebody has it. I want to see this play out.
Eventually, with the number of wizards we're rolling, we're gonna have an all-wizard session, and that'll be, we'll call it Team Glow Stick, and like there will be no town left when y'all are done.
I have to figure out how to keep Neve quiet and out of trouble, which
has been
is
staying
amazing by
quiet
itself.
and out of trouble.
I mean,
That is true.
Charm person seems like the way to go. Just commensurate to game.
Neve has been staying quiet and out of trouble. Neve has actually
Which is
just
awesome.
been sitting down very quietly outside, waiting for these people to show up.
And I am super sorry that you've had to stay quiet for so long.
All right, so do we have like a plan going forward here? Thank you, lady. I guess we'll try not to kill them. And
It's definitely up to you, however you proceed. And then she takes a swig out of her drink and finishes it, and she goes, I've done my part. The rest is really up to you all. We hope that we can do business with you in the future. You seem to be one of the few companies we've come across who puts brains before bloodlust in at least some instances. So thank you all for your time. As I said before, please keep those vials as a show of good faith and hopeful future friendship. And have a good day.
I don't trust her.
You too.
yep, have fun. As she leaves.
Really?
So-
Yeah. Okay. So she
After
clearly
she
sounds
leaves-
like she's running a game. Because like she's here, all please don't hurt my friends. I mean these people unrelated to me in any way. Running a con on this purple lady.
was she lying about any of that stuff?
Nope.
Because I have the senses that
Yeah.
So after she's gone,
She's not lying,
I
but
have-
doesn't mean she's
I
telling
have-
the full truth.
I have no problem with her second request of trying not to kill them, but we know what happens in the heat of battle sometimes.
Mhm.
But the first one, screwing with the wizards at the university, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I am automatically.
But to be
still on that.
to be fair, I was gonna want to copy some of the information for myself when we found the books.
I mean, you probably still could do that.
But I'm not sure we want to actually leave the books with them.
so
Yeah.
this is a case
Maybe
where
give them a copy of whatever I can find interesting in the books, but more than that, no,
Yeah.
So this
but
is the case where-
please play that
at
through.
most.
with Rennie's God
Mm-hmm.
about knowing information and all that, like she'd actually be fine with letting them copy the stuff. But she also wasn't on that mission, so doesn't have all the information.
Let me modify my thought. I will look at how dangerous the information is before deciding if we should hand it over.
Right, but that's
That seems
neither
reasonable.
here nor there. So.
Yeah, it sounds like you actually have to get the books before that
Yes.
becomes relevant. So we just have to save this dwarf lady's bar.
Yeah.
Alright, so how about this? She has like a week's worth of profits here, right? So we run like basically, a hunting blind. We'll have someone like Rini just take those and transport them somewhere safe. Either, I don't know, is there a bank here or the lady's house? But anyway, try and get them to start something there. I mean, if you're okay with that, Rini.
Yeah, that's fine.
And okay, and this way we can try and provoke them into doing something, find out who they are, and work from there.
And also,
I mean, 11:30.
Yeah, I did that mental math in my head there too with the chat. It's like, wait, that would be like 20 minutes. So does that sound cool to people? Because basically we just have Rini go and take them. Am I pronouncing that right? Renee?
Rennie.
Renee. I'm still pronouncing it wrong.
Ren E.
It's fine.
Yeah, Rennie. I mean, we intentionally send Rennie off by herself, kind of. Where I mean, obviously, people are going to be trailing her, so that when something happens, we can get involved. But
Mhm.
doing that to try and provoke a reaction out of these people. And I mean, worst case scenario, she gets it somewhere safe, and then she's set from this week at least.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with
Yeah.
seeing if anyone's paying attention.
Yeah, all I was thinking was just like staying here and pretending to be patrons with like other people waiting outside and just waiting for them to show up. But that's like if you want to take a more active role, that's fine too.
We should have the two paladins who don't need to drink be drinking in here.
Oh, Thrognar still needs to drink, just not water.
He doesn't need to drink to stay alive, but he needs to drink to live.
You know
Yeah.
what? Hold on, wait, I have an idea. So Ragnar, how about you and I stay here and like run like put your hand on his shoulder. I owe you a drink anyway.
Aww.
For
Okay.
when
Yeah.
I accidentally almost shot at you.
No, you know, dear friend, I remember this. Excellent.
All right, so spell out the plan for me again in bullet points. Who's staying behind and who is going elsewhere?
All right, so Renee, God damn it. Anyway, is gonna basically take the haul from this week, transport it to wherever Dwarf Lady would like it to be transported. I don't know if there's a bank or it's her house or whatever, but apparently by herself. Then several other members of the party will, be trailing her kind of covertly.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess at least Neem, and probably some others to try and provoke a response from whoever's doing horrible things to the bar to see, maybe stop them and take the money while they have the chance. It sounded like was it Rona and Thrognar were going to stay here?
Okay.
Is that correct?
That-
I mean, that works because they might also take it out on the bar itself.
Yeah.
All right, so what are our wizards doing?
I will probably.
Charm person seems like it would be more useful in the bar. So you stay in the bar, I'll follow after Renee?
Yeah, okay.
Rennie?
Maybe like
Rona
a
is
bit behind her.
Yeah,
A ways off.
Yeah.
we could both go, I guess. It makes more sense for us
shame
to
that
travel
the wizard
together.
forgot his invisibility spell.
I couldn't cast it again until Neve shows back up, so
No, but you forgot it for the day.
yes. Well, if we
Yeah.
sit around for an hour, I could learn it again.
I think it's a couple hours.
No, it's
okay,
actually
so-
just an hour, but yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really fast.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of clerics.
I don't know. I didn't actually read how they do it.
It's just like once per day, I think, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thrognar and I are getting a drink.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'd like to take the yellow vial also, if I can.
Yeah, go for it. These are really small, so they're not going to count as having any weight, since they are basically like one-time use. It's almost picture it like maybe 2 or 3 times the size of like one of those little cologne sample bottles. So I mean, there's maybe like a tablespoon of liquid in there.
Okay.
I will take the blue one.
Okay. Anybody want rage essence? It'll probably be
I'll
great.
take the rage essence.
This will be great.
How
You
about we
have
give
it,
it to
I mean-
Thrognar?
Yeah, Thrognar's holding it, but if Neem wants it, that's fine.
I mean, I'll if Thargo wants it, he can have it. I'm just saying that I would take it if no one else wants it.
Likely to violate some sort of vow that you've made previously.
I,
Thrognar is.
I think if Neve had it, she might OD.
On the rage
And love every second of it.
It'd be
Yeah, she's
great.
dead.
This is great, Dead.
Oh, so
What does rage do, by the way?
You can find out when you drink it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take it to find out. Clearly.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll take it. I'll do that.
Are you
Go for
gonna
it.
wait? Are you gonna like drink it now?
No, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
take
okay.
it.
Fucking. I was about to say, like, I was about to say, this is gonna go great.
Now is the time. This is the place. Let's do this thing right now.
While invisible in the middle of a crowded tavern.
People start exploding. All right.
So this is the plan. We're doing it. Let's go.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
we'll have to tell the barkeeper about it, but the bar owner.
I'll probably do it while I go get a drink. And I probably look at Fagner and you owe me a drink too after that healing attempt.
Just want lots of drinks.
That's fair.
Neve, upon hearing the healing attempt, then wait, we're supposed to get drinks on failed healing attempts. Hey, Renee.
I don't think Renee did to you what Thragnar did to me.
Renee blinded me, and then and Tuckwin killed me.
I would rather have been blinded.
Oh.
So, just a weird little happenstance. Is anybody looking at Neve right now, or looking in the general direction they think Neve is?
Lang is totally looking straight at me and
Okay.
barking from time to time.
Well, this would probably also set off dog senses as weird. There's just a random, like, purely black feather sticking straight up in the air.
He goes
From
to
about head
investigate
height.
it. Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You can feel it. There's something poking out of your head.
Neve takes it out?
Okay, so you have a feather in your hand, and there's also a feather sticking out the top of your head.
Is a what?
A feather sticking out the top of your head, like straight up. Also, it hurt to pull that out. Like, that's your feather.
When did I grow feathers?
Just one feather, singular.
I haven't. Wait. I haven't drinking anything or done anything.
Ever since your encounter with death, your head's been itchy.
Interesting.
And now it's less itchy. Well, it kind of hurts a little bit now because the feather had to regrow. But yeah, that's all. You just got a feather, which apparently is not affected by magic, so it's just chilling there.
Lang
I
is
want the feather.
watching it intently, and he's circling around Neve. And he kind of tries standing up on his hind legs to reach at it, to bite at it.
I give Dre a little feather.
Yes. I put the feather in one of my pockets. I will examine it later.
Okay. So
Shit, death marks you, doesn't it?
maybe.
I have to relook. I'm gonna look looking through the book.
So yeah, after it's you guys are hanging out for a little while. You see someone come up to what is her name? I'm bad at
Aurora?
names. Aurora, yeah. Somebody comes up to her and there's a quiet but very enthusiastic conversation from the person.
Does she look unhappy?
She looks like she's trying to keep from crying. And
Sweet.
This person
I'm gonna
is
walk-
gesturing wildly and pointing and pointing at the ground and making some sign I'm gonna break something.
Yep, I take my empty glass up to the bar and go, "Hey, introduce me to your friend here," and slap them on the back and cast Charm Person.
Okay, roll me cast a spell check. 7.
That thing.
Ooh. All right. Which drawback would you like from your cast a spell?
I'm going to say it puts me in danger or some sort of that thing. Because it sounds interesting in this situation.
All right. Yeah. So when you touch this person, it's hard. It's almost imperceptible, but there's this little ripple of energy that comes out of your hand and sort of envelops them. It's this. It's almost like a warm glow. And if somebody wasn't paying attention or looking through the window outside, they would miss it. But someone is paying attention and looking through the window outside, and they scoot off down the street.
Can I follow them?
Yeah, if you want to.
I follow them.
Dreldy, this is maybe like 10 or 20 minutes after you guys left.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. You guys said you were heading to like a bank?
Wherever she wants to take the money. The dwarf lady would like us to take the money.
Let's say she asked you to do laps around the block in like a real, as inconspicuous as you could. Like maybe like pop in every 10 minutes and then walk out with the money. So like, you know, you're just kind of resetting the scene.
Bring it.
So as
Rennie
you...
and,
Oops, sorry, what was that?
I was saying Rennie and Geraldo should fake a conversation, but Geraldo is supposed to be staying far behind, so.
Yeah. So as you guys round...
I'm walking with the dog.
That's true. As y'all round a corner, up ahead, kind of at the other corner of the block, you see somebody totally inconspicuously speed walking down the street.
Are we following them?
Away from us or towards us, or
So, like, let's say you're heading north, and you're, you know, at the other end of the block, and they are heading west. So they kind of cross your vision for a little bit, and then your view is obstructed by that Black Dragon Inn that's next door.
yeah, I'll just keep going, like pretend like I didn't see anything.
Okay.
I mean, Geraldo, they probably noticed them. Are you gonna go in?
Sure. I'll go in. What's the worst that could happen?
You could earn lots of EXP.
Wait,
Yeah.
am I the only one following this guy?
Apparently.
Sorry, okay, how many people are being followed outside?
There was a person who was watching outside through the window. They scooted off, and there is a person in the bar who is currently getting felt up by
It was a pat on the back.
getting felt up by the wizard.
And I'm following the guy who just started scooting away.
Okay.
I guess I'm following the other one?
The,
Speedwalker?
No, wait.
Speedwalker is the one that scooted away. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the one I'm following.
Yeah. But I wouldn't know that he just left the bar, so yeah.
Right. So let's handle the inside of the bar part first, I guess. So after you charm the person,
Yeah.
what you doing?
Well, remember, I let off with saying, "Hey, introduce me to your friend here."
Aurora looks over at him. She goes, I have to say he's a new acquaintance. New acquaintance doing the same old business, I guess. Let's say, and she kind of raises her eyebrows at you.
Oh, well, you know, there's always room to make new friends, new acquaintances. How are you doing? What's your name?
Yeah. Hi there. Hey, you know.
Argent. Remember? We met a while ago.
You know my name. We're old buddies, right? I
I
can't
was
seem.
drinking so much that night, I cannot remember. Actually, I've kind of had my own share tonight, too. I'm sorry, man. I feel like a jerk. But what was it again?
Oh, let's just call me Mason.
Call you Mason? I don't know. You look like you kind of lift a stone block?
Families naming themselves after their profession is pretty old, man. I'm not gonna
Hey, man.
look. I know we have this conversation. I tell all my friends I'm not gonna be what my dad was.
I understand. You gotta find your own path.
Yeah,
How's that working out for you?
not great. Nobody wants to pay for a poet to do anything if he doesn't know how to play music.
That's rough.
Yep, they
rough.
said they're. Also, I can't really read, so there's that. Also, two things. Yep, I'm bad at music and I can't read. So
Poet that can't read.
look,
It's an oral tradition. It
excuse
makes
me,
sense.
ma'am. My friend and I are having a conversation, and I don't need you judging my career aspirations. Okay? Who is this lady? All getting in my business. I never met her. She doesn't know me.
She was buying drinks. So yeah, she's been okay with me.
Just buying drinks. You buying drinks for everybody, or just the people who you don't nose into their business?
Listen, very sorry for being rude. Can I please buy you a drink as well? And I gestured to the stool next to me and Thrognar.
Yeah, right. And he sits down.
All right.
He's like, look, I probably, I shouldn't be drinking on the job. You know, it's my little side job, making a little bit of money, running errands for people. It's not glamorous, but you know, ask no
Don't worry about
questions, they tell no lies, that sort of thing. I'm just here collecting some stuff.
Don't worry about that. Listen, I'll help you afterwards. Okay, let's just have a couple drinks here, and
A couple,
you know, we'll go.
nice. This night's
Yeah.
picking up.
All right. So the only thing I can think of here is trying to get him too drunk, and so he says stuff. So like, defy danger, con.
Are you? Oh wait, are we doing like a shot? We drinking the fancy stuff, like competition style? We gonna do
Yeah,
this
have
again?
a bottle here.
What?
You know that's not good for you, Chet. Come on, man. Your name's,
Oh.
your name's Chet, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
See, I feel bad. I should remember that. But yeah, come on. Here, I'll pour one for you, pour one for me, pour one for Rowan. We'll all just have ourselves a nice little drink.
Ragnar?
No
Oh,
one
you
would turn
didn't-
against you.
I thought you didn't need to drink.
No one would
You
turn.
need to? Come on. At least try to keep up here.
I buy Thrognar another drink, and I pat him on the shoulder. Nobody could beat you.
Excellent. You are a true friend. Rona.
All right, so anybody who wants to enter a drinking competition out of the three of you, roll me a defy danger con to withstand the effects of alcohol. And while you all have your drinking montage, I'm gonna pan. Oh, great!
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh, good.
Oh, nice.
The wizard outshrinks every.
Okay, so yes, we're going to have a drinking montage, and then we're going to pan over to the other half of the party, who is.
Wait. Okay, I'm sorry.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
With that picture we saw of his character, yeah, that seems perfect.
Yep. So the other half of the party is following the Speedwalker. You've managed to close some distance, and are you guys trying to be stealthy with this? Or are you just like straight up just following this dude at whatever speed?
I mean, I'm invisible, so I'm gonna guess I'm being stealthy, and I'm not sure if anyone else is following him.
Well, I'm following ways behind Neve with, what's the dog's name?
Forrest, okay.
It's Lang.
Lang.
Right.
With Lang, and I'm just trying to convince Lang to look like it's trying to get away from me. So, gotta chase the dog.
Okay.
In the direction of the guy who's running away.
He will gladly do that.
So it just looks like I'm chasing the dog.
Yep.
Get back here! Damn it!
Rennie's just walking in circles around the bar, so she doesn't know what's going on.
Okay. Do any of the two of you who are running off to chase somebody want to tell Rennie, or are y'all just gonna let him keep on circling?
Well,
I'm just gonna
hopefully
run.
I can be visible enough
You
so
could
that she sees that I'm running off with the dog.
you could have Lang accidentally bump into Rennie and then tell Rennie as you go to quote unquote apologize about your dog.
That works.
I like that. If y'all want to do that, that is a-okay by me.
I'm doing that.
So seeing Rennie, Lang bounds up to her, jumps on her shoulders, and licks her face.
Down, Lang, down.
Lang does not.
Sorry about that. We're following that guy. Let's go.
Okay, so what are you
Taking
doing?
money.
I was gonna say, what are you doing with the large sack with whatever the symbol for money is in this place?
We're taking the money to the people who were spying on us.
Can
That
I?
sounds like a great idea.
Well, I was,
And by that I mean terrible.
yeah, it does sound terrible.
Well, you drop back off from the bar and find me? I'm going that way.
Lang has already run off.
Yeah. I'll try and leave a trail.
Jeez. So, okay, yeah, I guess I'll head back to the bar with the sack of money then.
I can't wait for Rennie to go back and just find Thrognar and Verona like
Just throwing up all over the side of the building.
We're like super broing out about it. You know we would. Right?
I pictured it more like he and I are like arm in arm and we're like singing about how we tamed the sand shrike.
Yeah.
We're just reenacting the last
Dark
session.
Kennedy. We are singing.
So,
So I'm just dropping pages from one of my books behind me
okay,
as a trail.
that's, I
Just
like
the one that was
that.
about folk charms that I've already used up.
Okay, yeah.
Just
What's
page,
it?
page.
It's not useful for anything else anymore.
Exactly.
Okay, that's cool.
I mean, it's a terrible thing to do to a book, but
In this one case, you'll let it slide.
Paladin, rather than just Neve to cover my back.
Yep. Okay, so
No offense.
You know, I think I could just cover your back, but now I won't.
Well, Paladin and Neve is better than just Neve. Just because
No, it
feeling
is.
that might work. Might
Sorry,
work?
out of character, yes, it is. In character, Neve doesn't think so.
But more stabbing.
Gosh.
Less stabbing for Neve.
Less being stabbed by Neve.
So those of you who are following this person who's speed walking away, you see there's like they're wearing, it's kind of like a ratty full length robe almost, and on top of that you see they've got like real long, real shiny blonde hair, and at some point she, you assume it's a she probably, turns around a corner and disappears. You're maybe like 200 or 300 feet back. So if you want to give chase, you are more than welcome to, or whatever you guys want to do.
I'll give chase.
You could send Lang after her. He's fast and tireless.
I think Neve was ahead of Lang.
Yeah, they had like
I
a
was
choo-choo train
keeping him
going.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to continue chasing this person.
Okay.
And I guess Neve will take the turn, then I'll know to take the turn myself. So.
Okay. So when one of the visible party members comes around the corner, you're making probably some kind of noise with your feet on the cobblestones, and this person is still facing away at like the dead end portion of this alleyway, and you hear kind of like a feminine voice with a little elvish funk on it. So, you decided to follow. Why?
Well, I'm just chasing my dog.
Bark.
That's great. Best you run along now.
Sounds good.
I whisper to Dreidel, run along. Very, very quietly.
Run
I
along.
don't even whisper, I just like poke him and just like kick him away.
Come on, Lang. Come on. Let's go.
He runs off like way ahead of you down the street.
Alright, I follow the dog
Okay.
out of the alley.
All right.
Not super far from the alley, but
Yeah.
out of the alley.
So you guys are out of eye shot. Are you gonna? What's the plan? You want to, like, the three of you go interrogate her, or are you gonna go get backup, or what you want to do?
Let Neve keep watching and try and wait for Rennie.
Okay. Figure Rennie doesn't show up too long afterwards, so there's officially three of you and a dog here.
You should probably tell Rennie what you saw.
Yes. I do so.
If I drop the money off at the bar,
That works. If you want to have done that, let's say
yeah,
it's another couple minutes before you show up.
yeah, that's what I thought the plan was. So,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
Which hopefully gives me a chance to see what the elf lady is doing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just stick with Drew all day.
Okay. She is sitting and waiting. There's a crate that's probably about like a little bit higher than knee high, so she kind of hops up and sits on it and crosses her legs and is making it seems like a concerted effort to not show anything under the robe. But she's just
Okay.
waiting there.
Neve is just gonna like lean against the wall and wait patiently for something to happen.
Okay.
Actually, first I'm gonna discern realities. Why don't I do that?
What are you trying to discern realities about her or the...
Her and the situation in general. Mostly her.
Okay. 12.
Damn.
Nice.
Wow.
What here is not what it appears to be.
Her for sure.
What what is about
Shocking.
to happen?
She is about to realize that her courier is delayed.
And what are the other questions? I need to think.
Please hold while I pull it up for you. What happened here recently? What should I be on the lookout for? Who's really in control here? And what here is useful or valuable to me?
Shit. Between two. What should I be on the lookout for?
There's a wall kind of opposite end of the alleyway from where you're standing. It's got a weird seam in it, as if it can open.
Okay, got it. Okay. I'm gonna still stick around and just wait for her to make a move.
Okay.
And then signal us.
And then follow.
Yep. She's super not doing anything at the moment. She does look like she's growing more impatient. So I guess what we'll do while she gets more impatient is go back over to the bar party where two of you are absolutely shithoused.
He and I just kept buying each other more drinks as we talked about the last mission
Yeah.
again and again.
And like misremembering it more every time. Every time we remember stuff. Yeah. Man, what's up with that Zephyr guy? That dude is nuts.
I tried to apologize to him and he shot me. Just like I know that I
You
got off on
believe
the
that?
wrong foot.
It's crazy.
Just why is he a ranger? Just I don't understand. I have so many questions.
I have so many questions about him too, but I'm afraid to ask them. Like most of my questions.
So since you guys rolled terribly,
They did.
yes, those of you who rolled terribly, Rona, your dexterity is suffering, so you're gonna have the shaky ability.
Great.
And Thrognar, let's say you are, I think it's confused.
Ha! Great.
So you take a -1 to your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Aside from that, you're able to mostly function as human beings or whatever kind of creatures you are.
No, I'm just gonna continue gossiping about other party members.
Yeah.
This the Mason is he's drinking and he stops for a second and he squints and he goes, I think I gotta be somewhere like probably like a long time ago.
I like grab his arm. No, we're having like so much fun here. And like, did we tell you about the sand shark?
I did, like, okay, so you gotta watch the hand because I get like real affectionate when I've had something to drink. So,
Oh.
unless you're looking for some attention or something, you should probably want to stay in your what do you call that thing with where your butt's on it? Chair. Right. So, I gotta talk to the lady. She's real little. Have you seen her? She's real little. Somebody told me that if you're a dwarf and you're a lady, you have a beard, but she doesn't. You think she shaves it?
I'm pretty sure she shaves it, dude. I'm pretty sure she shaves it off.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's what I've heard.
I should go ask her that and the other thing.
Oh,
Yes.
what's the other thing?
What?
What's the other
Oh,
thing?
What's the other
no.
thing? I forgot.
No, you guys. It's a whole thing. I don't want to get into it right now.
I'm gonna put my my hand back on his arm again.
Hey, lady, and he tries to lean over and like kiss you.
Cool.
Are you gonna be
Can I
okay?
dodge?
Give me a defy danger dex. Nice. Okay, so you're gonna shove this dude out of his seat, or just like not be where his lips are gonna be?
I'm just gonna let him fall under the counter or something.
She's used to it from Thrognar.
He just goes. Boom.
Oh,
Guys,
Man,
I'm okay. No, it's fine.
you can't go out in the street like that.
It's fine. I gotta go do a thing.
What kind of friend would I be if I let you go out like that? Huh?
Just the best, cause best friends understand when their other friends got shit to do.
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
No,
What do I need to do?
they told me if I told any. Oh, you almost got me. No, I got a thing
What?
to do. No, they're gonna like.
I'm not anybody.
They're gonna
Come on.
probably kill me.
No, they won't.
No,
I mean, if you
they
show up
said
with this, though.
they said if you fuck this up, we're gonna probably kill you. So I am pretty sure what's gonna happen if I fuck this up.
But
Like exactly those words?
not.
I mean, probably those words.
That does not seem like a healthy place to be, man. I think you deserve better.
Look,
better.
look, Charlie. Look, you got this whole thing with you got like a big plate and you got a stick and you do stuff with it. I can't even read. So I gotta make money where I can make money. I gotta go talk to this lady and tell her to give me a thing so I can bring it to some other people.
Seriously, I don't think it's going to be good if you show up like this.
You want to come? It's probably, look, if I do the thing, it's gonna be fine. It'd be great to not be dead. So,
Hey, you guys want to come there, Rona? Dognar?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
What's going on?
we wouldn't
He
mind
just needs
having
some friends
you.
here, so you got to play it cool here, all right? We're helping him out. He subcontract? I don't fucking know. Wow.
Subcontract.
you know a lot of fancy words. You could probably read, huh?
A little bit.
Oh man, you gotta like teach me.
You know the way I learned to read was playing poker.
Poke her, and then he points over at Rona. Oh, that's why. Oh, y'all are like a thing. I'm sorry, I didn't.
No,
Nobody told me.
I'm not into wizards.
Oh,
Really not into wizards.
Hey,
Oh, geez.
Breaking my heart here.
all right. Look, so I'm gonna
yeah. You lead on.
All right, so let's go talk to this short lady, and she's got the bag I need to pick up. Hold on, I gotta put on my I gotta put on my meat voice.
Yeah. Just remember, maintain.
Game face. Rrr. All right, tiger time. Hey, lady, I need the money. What's that? How's that good? And
Yeah, sure.
he
You
looks.
talking about the dwarf lady?
Yeah, she's like, I gotta get the
She already
money.
gave it to me.
Well, fuck, are you
Well,
doing
when
this
I
too?
got the second bottle.
She just.
Oh, I knew what you were doing here. Come on.
Well, let's go. I don't want to get killed.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, lead on.
All right.
You all right there, Trevor?
Don and I start singing sea sharks or sand shark shanties again.
I
Santies.
just imagine.
How do those go?
Oh God. No.
Mostly it just goes dun dun dun.
I'm just imagining like Rona and Thrognar kind of like trying to keep each other standing up, and they both just keep going down at each other.
You're both leaning at 45-degree angles on each other.
Like a billion pounds.
It's probably for the best that I'm the one that has to support Thrognar because like, my strength is 16.
All right, so
yeah, so we go.
yeah, let's go, man. So, I think it was left, right, left, or the opposite of that. Let's try that first one. All right, guys, let's go. No, show me you got the money though. Like,
I pulls out a little bag, just shakes it. Yeah, right here. You're good.
it's even got it's even got a little picture of money on it. That's great. So we don't lose it.
Yeah.
If you know what's in it, you can't lose it. It's like my mom used to
That's
always
right.
say when she left me at the market. No, it's guys. Let's just go get this done, okay? I'm losing my buzz, and it's real bad. Keep game
All right.
face. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
So he leads you guys. You make it about halfway, and he looks down and he goes, there's paper on the floor.
What?
There's papers on look on the ground. There's papers. What are those? Are these yours?
No, it's just trash. Come on, let's go. You said we gotta go.
Yeah, we do. It's okay. So, and then he starts. See, I can't. I'm gonna try to. I'm getting better at singing. So, stakeout party. You hear terrible singing coming closer to you.
Well, I look over and go, well, I think that's just about going to be our sign. Or our cue.
And then you see like half the party showing up, staggering, blind, drunk.
I think they had more fun than we did.
Oh no, I don't want to see Mom and Din's disappointment.
If you those of you who are closer to the woman who's waiting on the crate, you hear a sigh, some quick word that sounds like it's got way too many vowels in it, and then she whistles. And a few seconds later, there is a grinding noise as the wall that Neve was looking at just slides open just a little.
I follow her inside.
Oh no, she's not leaving. Someone's coming out.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. There is
He
a...
look big.
No, he's a weird lizardy dude.
Excellent.
He's dressed real weird, like he's ready for the beach. He's got like tattered pants that end just above the knee. He's got one sandal on. He's carrying a femur in one arm, or one hand rather. And he has this weird like Aladdin vest that also has a hood on it, so it's pulled over his weird lizard head, and his snout is sticking out.
Can I sneak into the doorway?
If you want to go through there, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the doorway.
Okay.
I like Detective Neve. Much quieter.
Burn everything.
So as you make it to about the halfway point in the alley, the wall begins to slide closed slowly.
Is the guy outside of the door?
Yeah, he's walked out, and he is kind of he walks over to a wall and he sits down. So from where people will be coming in, he's not really easy to see.
Okay, well, I'm gonna still try to get through the doorway. Can I roll a Defy Danger Dex?
You can make it through there just fine. I'm just letting you know that the doorway is closing, so
Okay.
that could be a thing.
I haven't found the big guy yet, though, so I'm gonna go inside and go look around.
Okay. You walk into not a very well lit building. It looks kind of disused. There's a little bit of sunlight kind of coming through the cracks in some distant boarded-up windows, and that's what you see right now. And what is everybody else in the general alleyway vicinity doing? Since now you're all getting pretty close together.
Thing I was doing before.
Drinking and singing.
If they're all loudly heading to the alleyway, I'm just going to go with them.
You got this. You got this,
I
alright?
just imagine,
Renee, we want to check out that noise, or wait on the other?
Seems
Very
like they've
useful party
abandoned
members.
stealth entirely, so...
Sorry, say that again.
Seems like we've abandoned stealth entirely, so it's...
I haven't. I've been doing really good at stealth. All you guys were
You're
like,
welcome.
Felicity.
all you guys were like, Neve wouldn't do anything stealthy, and meanwhile, now I'm in their base.
I'm just imagining, like, in the base, Neve starts monologuing about how she's being the sneakiest one.
Oh, that is totally happening. Neve is right now being like, they thought I could do this. I am in the base now. Now
Hey,
I'm gonna
I knew you could do this. I just had to make sure you were willing to do this.
I'm gonna prove to all of them that what I can do. I go in further into the base.
Yeah, so as you headed in, the long blonde-haired person had her head cocked to the side as she saw just a feather upright bouncing into the doorway. She goes, huh. And she claps twice, and as that door closes behind you, two more open up in the alleyway. And out walk a dude who has to lean over to make it through the doorway, and the greasiest dwarf anybody has maybe ever seen.
Who
Shit.
can see him?
Hmm?
Who can see them?
Anybody who's looking down the alley.
So the Rennie, Drialde, and the drunk party?
Yes, I'm just gonna say for
Yes.
all intents and purposes, you guys are all, in that general vicinity. Mason comes up. He's like, "Hey, boss. Hey, hello. Hey, I'm bad at Elf. Hey, I got your money. He's got your money." And she looks over at the gathered party and she goes, "Now who, I may ask, the fuck are these people?"
I'm the new guy. I really shouldn't be doing the talking.
Ragnar and I are in no condition to talk.
You guys don't want me doing the talking. Rennie?
Rennie!
You're
I just
really
look
going
at
to
Because mine will be far too threatening.
This
You want the
conversation probably
paladin-
happens exactly that way.
Yeah.
You want the paladin who has taken a vow of honesty.
Exactly.
I'm not really.
See, because your honesty is better than me saying your doom.
One minute.
That won't work.
I'm
One
not
minute.
making good decisions,
Rini?
as you can see.
Hey,
Alright.
we're working with a guy trying to find out who he's working for, so just play along,
Actually,
okay?
you know what? Maybe we should have Lambert do it.
As you're arguing back and forth, she hops down off the crate, and there is a distinctive metal-on-metal clinking sound when she hits the ground.
Yet.
He's packing.
She says,
Yet.
"I will ask nicely one more time, and then I'm going to start asking mean. Who
Oh, I
are you, and why are you here?"
I'm looking for work.
Yeah.
As to who we are, we haven't really earned a name yet.
I think I'm Chet.
Rennie, say something.
I heard you were also called Charlie.
Oh, that's right, it's Charlie. I think Chet might just be the
You were
nickname.
not Charlie. You were called different things.
We're here to tell you to quit extorting the bar. You know the one.
Okay, yeah.
Since nobody
Rennie-
else is making sense.
Walks forward into the entrance of the alley. says, I am ready to come. I observe for Our Lady the Light Steward, Kelfa, God of Order. In her name, I demand you leave the Alabaster Stein alone and never threaten them again. That's to the elf lady.
So that's
So
a
it's-
no
yeah.
on playing along with the plan, then.
This would be I am the law.
It's a bad plan.
Momadin doesn't play around.
All of the plans are bad.
I don't think any of them played out good.
No.
I walked around carrying a sack for 20 minutes, so.
All right, roll your I am the law check for me. 8. Please hold while I pull up the move to make sure I don't fuck it up. On a 7+, they choose 1. Do what you say. Back away cautiously, then flee, or attack. Ah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why is it always attack?
They are. I mean, the doors have closed, so they are literally cornered in an alley right now.
So what you're saying is it was just an elaborate move of, let's start a fight?
I think on the 10 plus, I get +1 forward, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, your gods don't really have much authority with us, let's say." And she rolls her shoulders a little bit and stretches, and the robe kind of falls open and down to the ground, and you can see that she's wearing it's not shiny. It looks like it's been through hell, but it is a pretty serious full body suit of armor. She cracks her neck real quick, and she reaches behind herself and pulls out a claymore the size of herself.
Fuck.
Read the blue potion?
I have it. Don't worry, I was already thinking about
You can see all this, right? Like, we're all right there.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Hey, Mason? Run like hell.
Go home, Mason.
Ragnar let that fellow leave and sort of staggers away from Rona.
She
Yeah.
says this really quickly. She goes, "Mason, you stay or we will find you." And
Mason, go home.
he kind of cowers. Neve, there is you're in a dark hallway. It's about 40 feet long, then it curves to the left. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go down the hallway and curve to the left.
Okay. It opens up into a bigger room. Aside from where you came through, there's an exit. Like you came in through let's say the east. There's an exit to the south, to the west, and it looks like a door leading north.
I'm gonna take. Is there anything in this room?
There's a few chairs and a ledger of some sort.
I pick up the ledger and look at it.
It's dark in here.
I put the ledger in my pocket and I go to the door of the north.
Okay.
Who's the elf looking at?
The elf is looking at the paladin right now. She is getting ready to charge, and Neve, you go to open the door. It appears to be boarded up from the outside.
Okay, I go through the. Can I try to break it?
Yeah, give me a bend bars and lift gates. Oh yeah, we do have multiple paladins. This one is going after Rennie because Rennie was the one who issued the challenge. So yeah, she is going to. She's going to say, "Well, let's get him," and she's going to charge at you. The enormous man is going to charge at Thrognar. The scaly guy is going to stand up, and Stink Dwarf is going to burp, scratch himself, and reach for like a large hunk of wood, and then kind of trudge over in y'all's direction. Neve, you rolled a 6 on your bend bars and lift gates, so you put your shoulder into it, so your charging speed is not enough to break through, but it is enough to hurt your shoulder. So take a D4 of damage.
Okay, minus armor.
The armor bruises you too, so let's just say a D4 regardless of armor. 1.
One damage.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Quick question: does that count as an attack?
What?
Neve's charge at the door.
No, it's a specific move that's rolled
Okay.
separately than an attack, so it'd be a different thing. Oh,
Just
wait.
I'm
making
still
sure.
invisible.
Well, for another 2 seconds, maybe, because I need to use the magics. So
Fair enough. I'll go down the left hallway.
Okay.
I would like to attack the elf. I pull my bow out and I aim for her hands while gesturing for Lang to go towards her.
All right. Are you trying to do that as a call shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I wanted to open the blue vial and pour
Alright.
it on my arrow.
just throw the vial.
Huh.
Yeah, pass on that. So, Lang's helping me. I get to add +1.
Okay.
He's
Just
transferred back to him.
quick question. What is your arrowhead made out of?
Don't say metal. Don't say metal.
I had
I was gonna
assumed
say
metal.
bone. I was gonna say bone.
Okay. So are you gonna pour the contents on it, or are you just gonna like stick the vial in like the notch at the end of the arrow and just fire the vial at her?
I was gonna pour some of it onto the arrowhead, like
Okay.
half of it.
Okay. Nine. So let's see what that does for called shot.
I aimed for her hands, so she drops whatever she's holding.
Shit. So the metal of her gauntlet, you can see it looks like frost is forming across it. She winces and there's like a, and she drops the claymore real quick. And she goes, "Shit!" She goes to pick it up. So she is, I mean, she's not out of the fight by any means, but she is stopped for a second. This thing charging at Thrognar is getting ready to overhand, just like he's got both of his hands together, and you can see that he's putting on some sort of weird spiked gloves, and he is rearing back like he's about to clock you in the face. Geraldi, you said you want to do an action, so what do you want to do?
I'm dropping Neve's invisibility and casting magic missile at the guy charging Thrognar.
Okay.
Hopefully distract him a little bit.
Do you still think she's invisible, by the way?
Yeah. Magic missile was 2d4?
Yes.
Yes. 6 damage
Okay.
to his face and his little fishies.
40 down to so you're used to that, probably like stunning people, right? Like, it at least takes him aback a
At
little
least
bit.
startling them.
Yeah, nope.
care.
He is still charging. Like, aside from like a cut on his face, you're not sure that really did that much damage.
So as she's like going to pick up her shield, Rennie's going to run forward and like bash into her with her shield.
Okay. Do you have a shield bash move? I can't remember if the paladins have one of those, or do you just want to do like a regular hack and slash, but flavor it as a shield bash?
Yeah, it's just I don't think there's a shield bash move. There's just
Okay.
a hack and slash.
Yeah, I always picture a shield bash being a paladin move, which is why I asked.
You could also color it as a defense thing too, if you wanted to do that.
Because I was going to have her just stand there and defend the entryway to the alley, but since she's in a bad spot right now
Yeah.
with her
take
sword, yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna? So let's say you attack and then you set up as like a defender if you want to. If let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll your hack and slash. Eight. 7 and 9, hold 1. So what person, item, or location that is under attack are you going to defend?
That was the. I thought
Hack and
that
slash.
was the hack and slash. The
Oh, hack and
defenders.
slash. Sorry, I'm a dumb. Yep, do your... that's to giant guy, right?
That's to the elf lady.
Oh, elf lady.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so roll your damage.
Oops. Oh, well, that's 2 because it's +1 with the sword.
Okay. So she is down to this. And why don't you roll your defend move for me? And choose a target that you want to defend.
Just trying to conceptualize the location. I guess it'd just be if anyone tries to get past her.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now in the back you've got, let's say everybody's looking towards what appears to be the dead end of the alley. In kind of the back left corner is the dwarf who's coming closer. In the back right area is the lizard guy, and then much closer to you guys there is the elf lady, kind of leftish, and then to the right is the large man who's trying to beat the shit out of Thrognar.
Okay.
If that helps any.
Yeah. If Thrognar's kind of close, then him, but otherwise, just anyone tries to get past her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so an 11. Okay, so you get to hold 3.
Okay.
Neve, you said you went down the left alley or the left hallway, right?
Yep.
From here, the sunlight is coming through a window just right to where you see it's either a button or a knob, or there's some rock that looks slightly off in this wall.
I push it.
It doesn't really push in.
I turn it.
Okay, you turn it. It takes a little while, but there's a clicking sound, and then the wall behind you, or the wall ahead of you, slowly slides open. And up ahead, you can kind of see the right side of this elf lady, and there is a giant person on the other side of her who is trying to beat up Thrognar.
I smash her.
You're going to charge on in?
Yeah, charge on it and smash the shit out of her.
Give it a go.
Tiny but fierce.
2d6 plus 3. Oh well.
Okay. All right, so roll your damage for me. You got an 8. She's going to get to attack you as well. Very nice. So she is down to this much. So you hit her, and she manages to sort of transfer the momentum from your hit. Your axe definitely sinks into her side, and you can hear her scream. But she rolls. You kind of go over the top of her. She picks up her claymore and then brings it down on your leg. So I need you to roll me 2d10. We're going to keep the best one of that and then add 2 damage to it.
Can I use my defend on this?
Yes. You're close enough.
I
think you can do it after the damage is rolled.
What's it plus?
It's 2d10 K1 and then plus 2.
So I can choose after the damage?
I believe. Jesus. Okay. Well. Okay. So 6 is the best. So you take 8 damage. So now you can spend your hold. Now that you know how much damage there is, and decide what to do. You can.
I wouldn't. I'll be fine. I can only take 4 damage, and I'll be fine. I have a lot of health. Save it for a squishier person.
All right. Well, no, that's not how she works now. I'm going to have half the 8 damage.
Okay. So, yes, so you have 2 hold now. And Neve, you take 4 damage before armor now instead of 8.
I take 1 damage.
Fine, be that way. I don't even care. It's not like I was trying to kill you or nothing. Anyway, God.
Jeez.
Ruin Christmas, why don't you? Thrognar and Lamberton, I don't think you guys have acted. Anybody in particular want to do something?
Thrognar is going to, again, bellow in joy rage, and Bunkin Master Barbara Paladin towards this guy with his shield out.
Okay.
I imagine, them sort of meeting in the middle in this giant clash of arms.
All right.
I'm sort of imagining it probably... It's either... I'm probably more intent on, tying him down and just getting into a fight with him. So that's probably defend, right?
Smash him.
Okay, so you're trying to tie him down?
Well, I'm trying to, I'm just gonna get in a fight with this guy. So I want him... My idea is to, stop him from fighting other people, basically.
I would think... Let's do it as a hack and slash, because that'll put you into a melee with him.
Okay.
If you want to try and immobilize his hands, you could do a defy danger strength to grab him all dramatic superhero and just try to...
I just want to make myself the thing that he fights.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Just get into punching right. Okay, so yep.
That'll probably do it.
So you rolled an 11. Would you like to add extra damage to that?
Absolutely, I would like to do that.
Yes, you would.
Guys, remember, we have to bring them back alive.
But once they're hurt, we can
Fine.
say we're willing to accept their surrender.
Holy
13. Okay, so he's at this. You get a really solid blow on him, and he smiles a little bit, and he's like, "Good. I didn't want this to be easy." And he grabs you by the shoulder, and he punches you in the stomach so hard you kind of lift off the ground a little bit. And you can feel the spikes on his fists kind of punch into the armor a little bit. So I need you to give me the best of 2d10 damage, and 2 of it is piercing.
Does Thrognar grow up on him? 'Cause he's
Roll helps.
Yeah, look, I'm not gonna do this like any other day. Oh, well, it's gonna be
8. So yeah, it negates 2 damage, or 2 armor rather. So whatever armor you have over 2, then subtract that.
Alright, so I take 6.
You have 4 armor?
Yeah.
Jesus shit! I gotta.
yeah,
Did I say 10s? I said roll 2d20 and keep them.
Both paladins have 4 armor, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not realize that.
Last session he got a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Person, I got a shield.
For being honorable.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's good because I can't afford a shield because I haven't finished paying jobs.
I think you were the only one who didn't get a 5 on our coin roll in session 1.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, 5 or higher, I mean.
It's a good thing I haven't needed to eat since then.
Lamberton, what are you doing?
That's awesome. No, seriously, Mason, run the fuck away.
But they said like a couple times they're gonna kill me.
They're going to kill you either way.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
Trust
you
us.
run, you'll have a head start.
Mason, trust us. We can read. We can read.
Mason's a witness. He needs to stay here to corroborate
Yeah, there. That was.
all these stories. Just keep him safe.
Okay, Mason, go stand over there and watch so that you can sing about us later or something.
Okay, I'm gonna go cry behind this box.
I want to go some Lang as a therapy dog.
So, all right. Well, if Mason's being smart and getting the hell away from the front lines, I think Lamberton is going to go up behind Thrognar and try and heal him a little bit, because this always goes good.
All right, so you're gonna use your cure light wounds.
Yeah.
So how was it that a wizard came to learn a cleric spell? Like what?
Oh, well, you see, angels, not all knowing. Also, really bad poker faces.
Did you?
Wait, what happened? I heard. Oh god!
You see, we taught him wrong as a joke.
So he tried to heal. It had to happen.
Roll me the healing from your move.
Yeah.
Sucks at healing. I'm just saying.
I was trying to do the non-magic, the non-divine part of it. Apparently that doesn't work.
The elf smiles and says, "Thanks, love."
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah. Sometimes chance works like that.
If you were to look up, the camera pans up, and there's an angel just flipping you off.
Seriously, pocket twos! Your own fault.
Oh my god.
Alright, so Thrognar is our most hurt guy here, or is Neve?
I think
Pretty sure it's Thrognar.
probably one of the two. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not hurt at all. I have like
Yeah, Neve took like 1.
I have 2 damage in total. I'm fine.
What's your guys' max HP?
Mine is 23.
Okay, Thrognar. What's your HP at?
Oh, he said be
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm pretty certain it's Thrognar just because you took actual 6 damage instead
I'm
of...
I'm here. I'm just holding an infant, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I totally can read.
On a side note, though, if anyone tries to heal me, I will probably say no. Because
I got
No.
2 giant glowing hands for you, friend.
I will
Oh, no,
fuck
see,
you.
that is not my plan. My plan is even better.
Okay.
Oh god.
Trognar, what weapon are you using?
Ragnar, I'm just like shield and giant meaty barbarian fist.
Trognar, take this dagger. It will
God.
heal you if you stab him.
Oh god.
Oh, that is such a terrible plan.
I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, Ragnar is wasted enough. That sounds like a great idea.
Oh god.
Alright, so I hand him my leech dagger.
Do this.
Okay, I like this. I like where this is going.
No.
And this is how Thruckdar stopped being a paladin.
Hold of an evil weapon.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing, cat? Stop being an asshole. Yeah. So you.
I mean, it's not a good weapon, but
A weapon's a weapon.
as long as he doesn't kill the guy with it, it should be fine.
Yeah.
I hope.
Thrognar, when you take hold of this dagger, you've heard of these things called ants, and apparently they're small. I don't know, some kind of bug, but they make you itch when they bite. And this just is this weird, itchy, almost to the point of pain feeling that is radiating up towards like your elbow.
Great.
So, nope.
Oh,
It's like
oh,
a
great!
thing.
Whatever my god's name is.
Oh, great God, Nar.
What? Beautiful.
So there's this dagger. Lamberton, you're not evil, are you?
No.
Oh no, I'm not evil.
Yeah, there's the dagger, and then the elf lady is like mildly evil.
Mild evil. Okay, so like my vow to smash all evil means that I will mildly kill her. Is that how that works?
We'll play that one by ear.
Yeah, awesome. Into that.
She just got healed, so.
Oh, she's gonna.
Maybe it'll be change your heart.
Do I have to like defy danger not to hurl the dagger into space? Like that?
No, you're fine right now. Like it, you have control over your limbs. You have full control over your faculties, aside from being wasted as shit. It just
I mean,
it
just-
really itches.
Just give it back. Just give it back.
As this change off is handover is happening, the dwarf is murmuring something under his breath. The lizard guy is rubbing his hands together, and then kind of rubbing on the bone in his hand in like a real uncomfortably suggestive way. And those of you in the back of the like over towards here, like the not dead end of the alley, you hear some weird rustling behind you. So two of you get a chance to act, and as you see fit, and then whichever one you don't take action against will do a thing.
Sorry, what's behind us?
Rustling.
Okay, I will turn around and face it.
Okay.
No, you gotta shoot the dwarf or the lizard. You're the only one with range attacks.
Yeah, okay, sure. I am for the lizard man.
All right. Are you gonna do a call shot, or are you just gonna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Head to try interrupting his spellcast.
Sure.
I am not gonna send Lang over there because I don't like the idea of it. Oh my god, I would have made it if I did. Whatever. It's fine.
It's-
He's still stunned.
Yep.
He's still stunned.
Stand nothing, does nothing, and drool for a few moments. So he stops basically jerking off the femur in his hand, and he's still got this dumb sneer on his face, like he knows what he's doing, and he just kind of stops for a second. And his head rolls back, and it looks even more inappropriate now, which I realized as I described it. So yeah, his head kind of rolls back, and he looks like his knees are about to buckle. So one more person could do one more action on whatever they want.
Lamberton will try and curse the dwarf to see if I can't stop him from doing stuff.
Ooh, curses.
So this is just basically a volley move.
Okay.
Remember when we talked about?
Yep.
But oh shoot, that's only one. That's a 10. My bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that would. What the heck is volley? I suppose I should have read that.
I can read it out loud for those who are at home.
Yeah.
Volley. When you take aim and shoot at an enemy at range, roll plus dex. On the 10 plus, you have a clear shot, so you just deal your damage. I believe
right,
you and I
let's-
talked earlier that these little weird
Yeah,
wooden totems
he
are.
carries little icons of bad luck.
Yeah.
Like the pair of pocket jacks that beat the angels. Like that'd be one of them, or the twos that the angel had.
Yeah.
So just some kind of calamity buffels the dwarf that ends up doing 3 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, so he goes. It looks like he's about to burp, and then he sneezes, and his arm jerks up, and he hits himself in the face with a club. And he looks confused as shit.
I'll take it.
And who's standing the furthest back right now?
One of the drunks.
Yeah. I was assuming it was me because like
Okay.
Ragnar's fighting.
I was somewhere between them and the paladins.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, I think it's what's his name, the dwarf
No.
Oh, Mason.
Mason. I think
Yeah.
Mason's the
Yeah,
furthest away.
he doesn't count as a combatant for this particular thing.
It would
Okay.
be me.
Cool. So, Rona, you feel two things rather quickly.
Great.
One of them is a small hand tugging on the inside of whatever's in your pack. And the other one is on the other side of your body as a dagger kind of pokes into you from the front.
Gross.
So I need you to roll me 2d8 damage and take the worst value of that.
One.
Three.
One.
I have 3 armor, so
You take no damage from this. It's mostly just a distraction.
Yeah.
While he makes off with...
Wait, is this Mason?
Nope.
Okay. Because I was gonna be really pissed if it was.
Makes off with the bundle you have that has the antitoxin and bandages in it.
That shit.
You don't know that now. You'll at the end of the fight you'll realize that.
Okay.
But you hear tiny footsteps as this figure tries to dart away. So, aside from the two who have just acted, who else would like to do a thing in this current situation?
I'm
I
gonna
would like to
drink
do a
my-
thing.
Oh god, that was simultaneous. Drawldy first and then Neve? I think
That's
those
fine
were...
by me.
Okay.
Yep.
Magic missile at the elf lady, because elf lady.
Okay. Suffer not the elf to live.
Well, that worked perfectly.
Does it hit me?
Roll me your 2d4. Okay. No, you did just get stabbed, but you didn't take damage.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm next to the elf lady that he's shooting at.
Yeah.
But I have a shirt that literally says "Attract Missile."
That is super true. Thank you.
I
trying
warned you
to
about that
help you,
armor
Rona.
multiple times.
The armor
Yeah,
is
it's
not
fine.
shiny. The claymore looks like it is treated better than most people would treat a prized pet. Like there are no nicks in it. It has got a mirror sheen on it. And as your magic missile comes, she flips it sideways and deflects the magic missile back in your direction, which at the last minute is just pulled right into Rona's side. So 5 minus whatever your armor is.
2.
Well, my
I mean, like it's 2 damage.
Okay.
my reaction to that is that's not possible. Because everything I know says that's not possible.
It's fine.
It's
It
magic
still
missile.
isn't the worst I've been hurt. Like even though I've just been attacked twice.
Drawldy, after it reflects the magic missile, you can see a pattern of inscriptions on the kind of the middle part of the claymore that glow briefly and then they go dim.
Ooh, I'm gonna try and remember that.
So, Neve, you're up.
Drinking that rage potion.
Okay.
I thought Ragnar had it.
Oh, we
No, we
had
get
this
it.
discussion.
Oh, okay.
Neve would be funnier to have it, so Neve has it.
Okay, so I need you. So the cool thing about the rage potion is it for the rest of this fight, your damage will be doubled.
Excellent.
The bad part is, before any attack, you have to roll a Defy Danger Con to see if I make the attack or you do. Or if I choose the target or you do.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. I can do that. I believe it's a +1 on my con.
Okay.
No, it's +2 on my con. Okay. So let me first do that.
11. Yep. So who do you want to attack? Elf Lady?
Oh, this elf lady is going to be hurt.
That is fine. Roll me your hack and slash as you chug this thing and...
Oh, literally the only thing. Okay, I'll take that.
So, just throwing this out there, Ranny, you might have to use your defense holds on the bad guys.
Two things happen here. The first one is the one that catches you off guard the most, which is what allows the second one to happen. You have a big axe, right? Is that what it was?
A really big axe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually huge.
You know what happens when a ridiculously strong force strikes axe or metal against stone enough times? It just happens. The head shatters. So now you have a stick.
My axe broke?
No, that's your special weapon, huh? No,
Yeah.
it doesn't break. It is like dented and kind of fucked up.
Okay.
You realize really quickly you're gonna have to get this thing repaired before it'll be like wieldable.
Factor. So I can't use it?
You can, but the damage is gonna step down a die until you get it fixed.
What
Okay.
if it flies out of her hands from the impact?
I'm actually more okay with it being dented.
Okay.
So we're gonna get a good dent, and you were pretty sure you were gonna bring it down this elf lady, but she is behind you, and she is swinging this huge ass claymore down on you. So roll me the 2d10, and then the same thing as before. You're gonna take the better one and add 2 to it. Oh,
+2.
that's 12 damage.
I'm gonna half the damage and
Okay.
then
6.
take it onto myself.
Don't take it on yourself. I can take I can take the damage.
Well, it'd be 2 if I take it.
Oh, good point. Okay, take the damage then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll half it and take myself, and that's the last of my hold.
All right, sounds good. She is confident that she is about to cut this orc in half, and you somehow just appear like a superhero, and you're able to block most of it. It still comes down and hits you pretty good in the shoulder, so you're feeling it, but it's not like a lethal blow.
Okay.
You should smirk at the elf.
Since I'm that close to her now, I'm going to try to punch her in the face with my gauntlet and handle of my sword.
Do it. Face that punch, or that other thing.
Oh no!
All right, so this was that is a failure, like a super failure. On a 6 or less, I get to make a move as hard as I want.
XP is with us tonight.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
roll the 2d10 plus 2 for me. You're going to take that damage, and then we're going to have to roll a couple extra die because the wizard has snapped out of it, and he is unleashing a spell on you. Holy crap. 12. Hoof and shit.
So that's 8 damage.
Okay. So now, when the wizard he casts his spell, I need you to roll a d4 for me, and that will determine what spell is coming out, because I don't know. A 4. Oh, fuck.
That sounds good.
You're wearing metal armor, right?
Yeah,
That's okay.
scale now.
Lightning bolt emanates out of the end of this bone. Basically, if you weren't wearing metal, it's a smaller damage die. Roll me a d10 and see how much damage you take from lightning. Oh, 4. Okay.
Okay.
Is that through armor or armor?
Let's see it. Let's say it pierces half your armor.
So that's 2 damage.
Okay. Hoofing.
So Rennie just basically saw these two big attacks and was like, whatever, I'll just take 2 damage each time.
Yawn.
My kids hit me.
The elf spits a little bit of blood out. And she goes, Bullig, a little help here. And you hear a burp from the dwarf as he looks down at the club that he hit himself in the face with. And he's like, yeah, I'm coming. And he begins to pray and rub his hands together. So who has not yet acted this go-round?
Ragnar?
I think Thrognar. I believe everybody else has.
Yeah, I think
if
so.
I'm correct. Okay.
So it would be Thrognar and then me.
Okay.
Yeah, Thrognar's gonna keep throgging this guy. If we're still fighting, let's fight. Let's do this thing. Swinging my shield wide, doing all the drunk fighting things. And
What is with us tonight?
Ragnar's super drunk. I don't know
Yeah.
what
The good news is everyone will level. Unfortunately, they'll be corpses.
Hey,
So when they
Ragnar,
bring you
we'll
back
get
as
the whole
zombies, you'll have an extra move.
Here you go.
So you were trying to. Who are you attacking again? Sorry, I was setting up the
I'm
turn track.
locked up with the big dude, right?
Yeah, yep. Yeah. Trying to think of a good thing. Yeah, he's just gonna punch you real hard again.
Alright.
Like one fist is still kind of in your stomach, and the other one is going to come around and try to just hit you in the face real bad.
Alright.
So his stuff was it was 2d10 and it ignores 2 armor, I believe. Best of 2d10 rather, not 2 whole d10s. Okay, so an 8. So eight minus whatever 2 of your armor is, so 6. Yeah. And also with that blow to the head, you're a little bit dazed,
Great.
which I believe is ability against intelligence. Stunned. That's the one. You're stunned. So you're at -1 modifier for intelligence and wisdom right now.
Awesome.
Ragnar's smartest there is.
Ragnar, yes. -2 intelligence rolls. Yes.
All right. So let's see. Boop boop. Move that to the bottom. All right. So everybody is free to act in whatever order they want. I've got a turn tracker up now, so as people act, I'm going to drop them down so we have an idea of who's gone. I don't want to leave anybody behind.
Who is more hurt between Thrognar and Momadin?
Probably Ragnar.
No,
Probably
she's at
Thrognar.
14 health.
Yeah, I've taken 12, which puts me at 15.
So Momadin is hurt more. I think she's probably more worthy of healing.
Ooh.
So I'm going to try and cast Cure Light Wounds on her to see how that works. And there's something wrong with Ragnar. I don't know what it was. Holy crap!
Okay. So the thought of you having a broke ass Cure Light Wound spell because an angel taught you wrong is a joke is, I think, canon now.
No one in this party can heal. Jeez.
Actually, I can heal super well by transferring my own health to other people, unfortunately.
Yeah, like the sand shark I shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mason is like, guys, I don't feel drunk anymore, guys.
Yeah, I was trying to make it so you can run away.
But they said they were gonna kill me.
They're gonna kill you either way!
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna kill the elf. I'm gonna smash the elf lady again.
Go for it.
She dented my axe. 8. That's for the rage.
Hack and slash. Oh, to resist. Okay. So you have a little stumble from there. So next time you roll, you're gonna roll with a +1 instead of a +2.
Okay, sweet.
So yes, roll your hack and slash for me. 10.
That's a 10.
Would you like to do an extra d6 of damage?
I'm doubling this damage, so yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay. So it's
That's
2d whatever plus 2d6 plus
Plus 2d4.
2d4. Yeah, this is kind of...
Yeah. So is that 6 dice?
26
Oh,
damage.
never
Hey,
mind.
hey,
Holy shit.
Hey, I just want to tell you something right now. With her armor level, that would have been enough to kill her at the start of the fight in one hit.
You dented my axe. What?
Oh wait. You normally do a
Yeah.
d10, right?
On his face.
So
Yeah,
it'd be 2d8 instead of 2d10.
Okay. So,
So roll me that.
Sorry, I realize that.
5.
So 5.
15 minus 5, so you do 16 damage. Okay. Oof, she's not doing great. She's still alive, though. Thanks to my good mathing.
Well, I have my action now. We will accept your surrender.
Oh, that's right. We're supposed to.
Yes.
Do you want...
Followed by prestidigitation to make a very large sign that says "Guards" with an arrow pointing at the alley, like high in the sky.
Okay,
Just, I'm summoning the guards.
roll your cast a spell.
Yes.
12. There is a sign. Are there sounds also?
Yes. All the sounds. That sound right there. That will get anyone's attention.
Wait, Chris.
Yes.
Chris, you said I did 10 damage?
Huh? No, it was 16.
10 less.
It was 10 less.
Okay,
Because
got it.
you did 15 with the 2d10 and then 5 with the d8, so I just subtracted 10 from the original result.
Got it. Okay.
Hey, what? I could pull dice out.
Nice.
Okay, sorry. You hear
Large flashing banner. Guards.
you hear some sort of commotion out in the street as it sounds like people are running away, but there's conversation. Maybe they're going to get the guards. You can't tell from here, but something's happening.
Oh.
Also, for the record, though, I should have taken damage. Chris.
Oh, you should have. That is a
Yeah.
good point. Thank you very much. Yep, 2d10. Keep the best and add 2 to it. As she, y'all are just kind of going blow for blow at this point.
Yes, no damage.
Horse shit. she's rapidly losing steam, so she doesn't have the bravado she did before.
Well, she has an axe embedded in her shoulder.
Yeah, she's trying to pull it out.
Question, what does forceful or messy do? Because I have those on my axe.
Forceful is you can kind of send somebody sprawling on their ass, and messy is when you kill things is messy. Like there's not like basically messy makes it automatically a closed casket funeral.
Excellent. Okay.
For lack of
That's
a better thing.
exactly what I want. Okay.
I wanted volley the dwarf and the lizard with blot out the sun.
Okay. Let me check a thing real quick. I know that's a thing you can do.
It just means I spend an extra ammo for an extra target.
Yeah. Which one are you shooting at first, just for cinematic purposes?
lizard.
Lizard. Okay.
No, I'm not.
Oh, jeez.
You put 2 arrows in there.
Yeah, so I would spend 1 ammo.
Yeah. So you do that, and you put your finger up, and you're gonna okay. So the arrows are gonna go, and they're gonna split between my finger, and they're gonna go at those guys. But your finger is real small and dainty, and you just kind of end up shooting.
My hand is shaky from being.
Yeah, you kind of end up just shooting Mama Din in the back twice. So roll me your damage, your normal damage die, and then add 2 to it.
So I do what? -1 damage?
Yeah.
Games now.
They definitely plink off of her armor. So
Randy, I'm so sorry.
She's busy at the moment. She might not have noticed.
Dink, dink.
All right, so Thrognar and Rennie, which of you would like to do a thing?
I'm just gonna punch the elf again.
Okay.
The elf's pretty beat up.
Badly shaped.
This will be great. All right, so you get to do your damage, and so does she. Six. Okay. Yep, that works. So she goes to stab you before you manage to get your attack in. So 2d10 plus 2. Keep the best d10 roll. So 8 damage before your armor. So what, you take 4?
Yep.
Okay. So you take that, and then you come down on her with a mighty blow. She can't keep her hands around the claymore anymore. Like, she looks like she's trying to lift it, and then she just she falls to her knees, and she's breathing heavily, and she kind of coughs, and like she's got some blood drool coming out of her mouth. And she says, "Stop. Let's."
We did offer to let them surrender.
Let them go and do what you need to with me.
I'll put my foot on her shoulder and like shove her to the ground, and then point the others like, drop all your weapons, all of you.
Why don't you roll me a parlay for that?
Okay.
Ooh, this could go interestingly depending on how you roll. So parlay is when you have leverage on a GM character and manipulate them, roll plus charisma. Leverage is something they need or want, which in this case is their friend to stay alive. On a 10 plus, they do what you ask if you first promise what they ask of you. On a 7 to 9, they will do what you ask but need some sort of concrete assurance. Right now. 12.
Oh, dang. Good job, Mama Dan.
Yay!
Best paladin.
Slight
Sorry,
problem.
Thrognar.
We'll the big one holds up his hand. Everybody else stops and looks at him. And she says, let us go. Let her live. We'll put our weapons down. We were never here. This will never happen again.
I imagine when he lifts his hands, Thrognar like falls to the ground.
Slight problem. I'm raging. How does that work?
Can we
Very
pin
well.
you to the ground?
You're down York.
Can I roll to pin you to the ground?
If you want to give me a defy danger strength, I guess, and if this goes poorly, and Neve doesn't resist, you're gonna have some bad times. 8. Oh, okay. All right.
I'll roll resist first. Let's see if I resist it.
Yep.
Because if I don't, I have a feeling that I'm gonna kill the elf lady.
Remember, you only get a +1 to your modifier this roll. A 7. Okay.
That's a worse resist than Rona's attempt.
No, I meant resist.
The resist is the resisting the influence of the
potion.
rage
Yeah.
potion, and
Yeah.
the 7 to 9 is success with a cost. So with these two,
Can I further dent her halberd?
I
Punch the dwarf in the face.
Can I make a suggestion for a cost?
sure.
I calm down, but only after I quite literally embed my axe in the elf lady's head.
No.
I
That's
was
the option.
figuring you would attack me for trying to pin you down.
I was going to say that the elf lady thing it means she didn't succeed when she did. It's the cost that we're talking about.
Yeah. So
Oh
let's.
no! Okay, got it.
I'm thinking. Okay, so you've got a choice. You have a brief flash of anger before you regain control of yourself. Do you deck Rona in the face, or do you break something of hers?
I'm totally cool with either of those if you're on the fence.
How much health do you have left, Rona?
A lot.
Okay. Actually, I'm thinking it's not. You don't deck her. Like you grab her by the scruff of the neck and fling her into a wall, or break some of her shit.
I would be impressed if you could manage it.
Gotta calm down.
I'm gonna fling her into a wall.
Okay. Roll me your normal damages. And or whatever our expand. Yeah. So, 2d6 plus 2d4. Do you wanna do extra
2d8.
damage?
2d8.
Yeah. Sorry. 2d8 plus 2d4. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't. It wasn't a hack and slash. So.
Okay.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Hey, I take that back. You've just one-shot me.
Oh my god! I get to use resurrection.
Maybe. Hold on. Holy shit! This is gonna be a whole thing.
So I was at 16 health and I have 3 armor.
So we're right at death's door.
I love Rage Essence, guys. Okay.
That's not how I pictured it going.
So you jump on Neve's back to stop her from pulverizing this elf.
Yeah.
She flings you across the alley. You hit the wall with this resounding, like shattering crack, and then for you, everything freezes.
Yeah.
You're upside down. Everything seems too bright. Everything's kind of muffled. But you see around you and nothing's moving.
I'm sorry, Rona.
And then you see this. It looks like a woman, except where hair would be, she has just this very fancy, like brilliant blue plumage is the best word for it. It's pretty much hair. And she's got this long flowing dress on, and she's got her head cocked sideways. She says, "Well, this is an unfortunate position to say the least. What are you doing here? Why are you this way? Why are you upside down?"
I was trying to stop this hot-headed little. Hold on. Why am I upside down? Can I like turn myself at all?
Oh, hold on a second. And she kind of puts her hand on your stomach and twists, and like your perception flips back the normal way. Also, make a last gasp roll for me. We'll figure out how this conversation goes.
Oh my god, yes.
Thank goodness.
Ooh, let
This
me
is gonna be fun.
see.
I just arm wrestled God. I
Well,
just arm wrestled death.
you got a 10 plus.
Yeah,
and-
on a 7 to 9, Death will offer you a bargain. Take it and stabilize, or refuse and pass beyond the black gates into whatever fate awaits you. So she's walking around, and she seems to be circling around Neve, who is sort of hunched over from the effort of throwing you. And she is... It almost looks like she's playing with the feather that's sticking out of the top of Neve's head. And she goes, I suppose it makes sense that one who has met us would introduce more to us. I don't think it's quite your time, but of course, being free will and everything, it's a whole thing.
My time? Are you saying I'm dead?
Yes and no. Right now, picture life and death as two houses side by side. You're sort of in the doorway of both at the moment, and it's up for you to decide which one you go through. Now, let it not be said that I don't give people choices, but choices aren't always necessarily easy. I can... look at your body. Look at it now. You see how you're crumpled and much flatter than you're supposed to be? That's not good. What I can do, in exchange for a little favor, I can make it not as bad. you'll survive this. You'll live through this day. You'll go on to... Well, I'm not going to spoil the whole story. Basically, your choices are, would you like for your path to end here? Would you like to die in a back alley, crushed by someone who's supposed to be your friend? Or would you like to continue fighting on and trying to do the good thing in exchange for a small, little bitty, insignificant favor?
I can't die here. What's this favor?
Well, how to put this? Let's say different individuals have different value to us. Being an adventurer, you've lived a lot. You've seen things. Your spirit is valuable. The other thing that it was pretty close in value is that of an innocent. Not quite as valuable though. So
Yes.
I'll let you live if before the next full moon you kill 2 innocents to take your place.
Wow.
Rona's eyes are far open.
Now, no one else has to know about this arrangement. It's more fun for me if they don't. I don't care how they... Well, I would say I don't care how they die, but they do have to die by your action. You can tie the noose, you can slap the back of the horse, gravity kills them, that still counts. Drown them in the water, that still counts, even though water filling the lungs killed them.
Please, I get it. I get
Oh,
it.
sorry, yes, sorry.
It has to be a person?
2
She did not want to hear anymore.
2 innocent people, and just for the sake of clarity, let me say that you are people, elves are people, dwarves are people. I'll count halflings as people for this. Lizard people, I guess, count as well. There's options, but yes, capable of thought, capable of reason, capable of love and understanding and sacrifice. People.
So, if I choose to do this, I have 1 moon?
Yes, I believe the... Let me think. It's so difficult trying to adjust to your timescales for things. I do believe the last full moon was 2 days ago. So you have approximately 4 weeks to get this done.
If I don't, I just die?
More or less, yes. I'll be back, let's say. And from there, it gets a little bit more unpleasant. I'm not a fan of people who go back on deals, but it's all spelled out in the contract. It's yes.
I guess... Well, I can't stop here.
Well, let me just say, there is no coercion here. You absolutely can stop here. The thing is, you choose not to. So if and when you kill these 2 people, it's because you felt that your life was more important. Let's just have that spelled out, clear as day. I am not twisting your arm. I mean, I could. It's quite easy to do. It's in a few pieces right now.
I'll do it.
Very well. She says, well, I have to... Let me pull you back. Rewind this a little bit. This part, it's not going to hurt, but it's going to feel weird. And there is sort of an uncrunch as your body reinflates, and you slide down the wall. So you've currently got a D4 of HP. But for all purposes, you are unconscious for the rest of this fight.
I take it she wouldn't have accepted those 2 guys I helped kill last session.
You can't pre-buy. Look,
That doesn't let you run a tab. Come on.
Where's that in the contract? Where does it say that in the contract?
Of life credit? Is that what-
We have to check that contract.
Look, you can't pre-order take backsies. That's not how that works.
For the record, Neve is going to, after like doing this, snap out of her rage and be like, "Oh shit, Rona."
I'm probably still like in a crumple at the base of the wall, like. my
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
closed and stuff.
Yeah, you're kind of in a weird ball
Unnatural.
almost. Yeah, like it.
Mhm.
If you were awake, that would be super uncomfortable, and it will be when you wake up. But it's not fatal.
Lang probably runs over and he's like whining, laying down next to me.
Yeah, kind of snuffling around you.
Neve begins to shake her hard.
You're gonna kill me again.
Seeing all this, the giant guy says, "Look, you let my friends go. I stay. The elf stays. It's done."
Deal.
So
Get lost.
Rennie looks at the dwarf and the lizard, says, "You'll never extort the alabaster stein again."
Never. We promise. And then the lizard goes, "Yes, we are honest people when we need
And
to
they're not
be."
lying.
Nope. They're not lying.
Okay. Yeah, they can go.
Should we leave the weapons?
Yes.
Yes.
Even the bone? And he does the shitty face.
Especially the
Because you
bone.
had to ask yes. Because you had to ask yes.
So when the guards get here, they're just gonna see Neve over my body.
We'll sort it out.
You immediately
Assuming-
like, drunkenly stumble to you and try to lay on hands. So.
Oh no!
No.
Don't I
do that.
physically-
No, no.
My dear good friends of noble heart, you can't die this way.
So let's say right after those guys round the corner and are gone, the police conveniently show up. One of them.
Hello, guards. I see my summons worked.
One of them is a gnome, and he is riding on the shoulders of.
You cut out.
You cut out.
Oh no! Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, sorry.
Repeat that.
One is a gnome, and he is riding on the shoulders of a dwarf, and there's a human walking alongside them who seems fine. The dwarf is horribly out of breath. He's like, "What? What's the problem here?"
Well, see this elf lady and this tall guy? They are extortionists. They've been extorting the alabaster stein for how long now, large guy?
About a couple months. Some months, like a few. Some.
Yeah.
And
We caught them. We didn't kill them. They're hurt, but
the
this is supposed to be your job.
the dwarf looks at the giant one and he goes, "Desert hells, that's a big one. I don't think you could have killed him if you tried."
Neve looks at
Probably
him.
not.
Neve looks at him and is like, "Is that a challenge?"
No.
Now, Green Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to put the weapons down. Let us handle this.
Slowly lowers her axe.
That axe doesn't look fit for cutting anyway.
Neve looks at you with big eyes, and a little bit of the rage potion just goes through, and she calms it down a bit. She's like, "No, no."
Neve, you already
don't
got to kill somebody.
Neve,
Don't-
Neve, you're a civilized person, right? You can control yourself, right?
You're a civilized orc. Right?
Neve puts up the fakest smile you ever see. Like, "Of course I can."
All right. Good.
So you said these. You said they were extorting the alabaster stein.
Fine. Yes.
All right, I'll go get a statement, and this one will bring him back to the station. So the human kind of just okay, and he comes over and he puts shackles on him. The elf lady is okay enough to walk with some support.
Eve, take her sword.
Oh, I'm taking her sword.
So the giant is going to pick up the elf and walk off with her.
She's still conscious, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like groaning and not
Well, no, I
doing
just want to
great.
make sure that she's.
Yeah.
Would you like me to heal you?
I don't want anything from you. She spits a tooth at you.
Sweet, free tooth.
So all our healing has been terrible this session.
Mm-hmm.
Rona
I'm sure
is
that's
almost dead.
I'm gonna
So-
run on hands Rhoda. This can only go well.
Yeah, because
No,
it went well
no.
last time.
No, I have a better idea. I take my dagger back from Thrognar. I
Oh,
put it in Rona's
Christ.
hand.
No, no.
Oh,
you can't
I
have a
stab
better
my
idea.
own hand on the dagger.
What could
I've
go
never
wrong?
rolled that dagger into space to be nice.
All right.
This is terrible.
This is gonna be no. This is
Listen, magic is not the answer here, okay? Definitely not
nope.
evil blood
Nope.
magic.
He totally already did the thing. He already did the
Here's
thing.
Potion of healing.
I just imagined when I killed Drayalda and like I hear a voice, one down, one to go.
He is not innocent. He did this on his own. Geraldi, roll me a d6. 3. Okay. Rona, you heal for 3 damage.
Oh, I'm
And
back up to 5.
before you come to, there's this warmth that kind of spreads over you. It's like a warm, dark blanket. Everybody else, you can see the beginnings of a little red, like canaries are red? No, what's the red? Cardinal. Cardinal red feather beginning to poke its way up out of Rona's hair. And you feel thirsty. And then, you wake up. And what we're going to do is we're going to end the session here. You guys, you all get paid 150 gold. Split that
That's
up.
total, right? Yeah.
Yes, 150 total, not each.
I was gonna say,
Oh, damn. Okay.
it's 25 each, isn't it?
Yes, that actually works out perfectly, 25 each.
Wait, 1, 2, yeah.
So what we're going to do now is the end of session stuff, because we're already half an hour over the amount of time I planned to take, so that's my bad. End of session. Choose. Does anybody feel like they had any of their flags activated by somebody?
I tried to trigger Lamberton's gambler by guessing how badly the mission would go, with Neve being turned invisible.
I totally missed that.
Yeah,
sorry.
I didn't want to press further because it's like, oh no,
Yeah.
metagaming too hard.
No, I can go for that. I do remember you talking about, like, I bet you it's going to do
Also-
this or something. So yeah.
Someone questioned like the orc being invisible.
That was the proprietress, because you were freaking her out.
That was
by
her being
talking.
confused, and it was also the elf lady seeing the feather bobbing around.
No, but like someone in the party, didn't they like question the orc being invisible, which turned me into being like, I can be sneaky.
I was asking at first if you were able to be quiet and stuff before I made you invisible.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
asking if you were willing.
Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Never mind. Okay.
You
That's
sort of
really-
hit the sort of. I don't know. The tall tale thing where I started going off about you being a spirit of air. You sort of hit that. I don't know if you were trying to or not.
Wait, what? What did you?
When you went and you talked to the inn lady while invisible, and I just started making up random shit to cover for you. That's
Yeah.
That's sort of one of my flags. They're supposed to be boasts about myself, but it kind of worked.
I also went along with Drawalday's magic plan.
That's
That's
true.
a good point.
So
Yeah. And I was trying to get Rini to agree to a dangerous situation of her being bait.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Whoever came up with the idea of walking around with a sack of money, like, I think that would count for defendant. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
lesser in danger and to help them. So.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
also, she did defend me like twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was going to
that works
count that
too.
as an alignment thing. Yeah.
Well, the alignment thing will be an XP for you, and I think letting somebody defend or letting you defend somebody was a flag for them, I believe. I'm trying to hold on. Rennie, defender, present me with a solution that puts me in danger in order to help somebody else. Yeah, I think I'd give Neve an XP for that one, since you kept attacking the thing and Rennie had to keep helping you so you didn't get exploded. Is that all for the flags, or does anybody have any other ones?
I think Lamberton triggered his persistent Provocator by telling Mason that they were friends.
Wild boast in my past. Yeah, I can go for that.
That was an NPC, so
Yeah, so Mason somewhere feels slightly better at.
yeah, there were a couple NPCs who triggered it because like that and soft-hearted.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, the NPCs are making me hit my flags.
Yep, he's 1/7 of the way to learning to read, maybe.
I am pretty sure that last second dagger thing does not count for Rona's flag. Just scratch my bag. I don't think she'll be happy about it.
Well, I don't know you did it.
Yeah, okay, so, Rona, when Geraldi tells you that, do you feel like you owe him a favor in return for that?
I would, especially because like he did try to help me last session with the necklace too. So I'm like, okay, he's creepy, but like I have to be nice to him.
Okay, yeah, so let's say,
I'm trying to help. I'm not good at it.
Geraldi, let's say you get an XP for that.
Yay.
The way you have "scratch my back" written, do something for me so I feel I owe you a favor in return.
Yeah.
Does that apply to Neve? Because it's open-ended.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a favor,
Like a
something-
good
I know.
favor?
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can only max 2 flag.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you can only get
so-
2 XP per session from checking off somebody else's flag, so I think
I've
Neve
already
probably
I
maxed.
could do something
I'm maxed.
nice for me.
Yeah.
Not, please kill me by throwing me into a wall.
Okay,
Don't think that counts?
I would like it pointed out that you were like, yeah, no, I could totally take a hit from you. I'm like, okay.
Alright, so once flags have been checked, look at your alignment. If you fulfilled your alignment at least once this session, mark XP. So, does everybody feel like they fulfilled their alignment? If so, tell me what it is, and we'll agree or disagree.
Was
I'm
that lady a
invisible.
worthy foe
Um,
for me to defeat?
do you feel like you defeated her, and do you feel like she was a worthy foe?
I believe so, yeah.
Defeated the hell out of Rona.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's a good point.
Am I a worthy opponent?
I think you can only trigger it once, but that'd totally work.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Yeah,
Two
I'll-
worthy
I'll-
foes.
yeah. One
Kill a party member.
you did stop this whole thing, so I could say the group is a worthy foe, and you guys did defuse their plans. So,
Okay, sweet.
anybody else?
I made Neve invisible. That kind of helped her.
Yep,
That super
got
helps me.
got her to a lot of places, so that's good.
Which, can I edit
Um,
that
Ledger.
ledger later?
Yeah,
Send me a
we'll
message about what that is?
yeah, we'll talk about it in the Obsidian portal or something. Just remind me.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm curious about
Um,
that.
Can I count using magic on Mason so that we didn't have to murder him? That's good.
What's the
Use magic to directly aid another. Actually, it would work for the innkeep too.
yeah,
But,
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, cool. Yay.
So endanger yourself to protect someone weaker than you.
I'm sure
Like-
Mama
Yes.
Bear probably feels like everybody's weaker than her, huh?
Yeah, like the big question there is Neve weaker than her? But
It's all a matter of
Yeah.
perception, so it's
to Rennie's perspective, yes, absolutely.
yeah. She's brash and
She's tiny and
foolhardy,
naive.
which probably is a sign of weakness to
Yeah.
more experienced people, I'm sure.
I'm also not strong at all. I'm
Yeah.
actually...
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a miracle you could lift that axe. Is all I'm saying.
Or throw me.
It's finesse.
Yep,
Based.
Or a rage potion.
yep. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's rage potion.
You know, winners don't do drugs.
Did I drink the whole rage potion, or did I only drink part of it? 'Cause
I would imagine you choked.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a chug, and it was only enough for like a one use anyway.
Okay, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that rage potion. I
Well,
like it a
now
lot.
you know a place that might have more, and they may be willing to sell you some if you want to be a huge walking collateral damage machine.
I don't see how it could possibly go wrong.
Well, see,
Again.
Neve gets the potions, we get the antidote, and we put it in darts that we throw at her.
There you
Once
go.
we're done fighting.
I like
Sorry,
that.
so does everyone think I just got badly hurt, or could they tell that I was?
There was a crack,
The
but you
feather is
seem
kind
to
of
be
a-
better. I
The
think
new feather in your head kind of
I
points
think
out to the same
Neve
thing as
might know.
what happened to Neve.
I think Neve might have figured it out based on the feather, because no one knows that Neve technically... Like, Neve is spouting that she died, but no one believed that she died, but I think Neve might have caught on to the feather thing with you.
yeah, we could have some conversations about that and see how that works out. You know, who believes what and all that. Does anybody else feel like their alignment got ticked, or was that everybody?
I'm not sure if Ragnar's did. His has also put himself in danger to protect someone weaker than him. I'm not sure that actually happened tonight.
You were between the big guys and the rest of the party.
Yeah, you walked up
Along
to
with Mumpkin.
Tankosaurus so other people wouldn't get in a fight with him. So I would call that a point.
Okay. I'll take it.
All
I'll
right.
take it.
Let's see. Did we learn something new and important about the world? I don't think so. You just
Feathers.
The feathers and possibly the
Okay, yeah.
Sapphire Guild playing a longer game.
okay, but
Birds
feathers.
suck.
Feathers isn't necessarily important. It's just you
Yeah.
have a feather.
Well, anti-magic feather.
It's an anti-magic feather that indicates that you died.
We don't fully understand it. We just know.
Yeah, maybe further investigation will get you something for that. But right now, I think y'all
Which
are.
is why I took one.
Yeah, y'all are just getting the basic bits
Yeah.
of that.
Maybe the Sapphire Guild thing. Then it's
That's what I was saying is, well, because they're playing a longer game, I think, and they are doing stuff behind the scenes that, cause like they used us as a cutout here. The question is why.
So, I'm sorry. They took my bandage.
Your bandages and you had the
And
herbs and
antitoxins.
the antitoxins. That's what it was.
Okay.
And that dude got the hell out of there once things started getting hairy. So, yeah,
Can't imagine why.
We didn't get to see who it was.
nope.
Okay.
You were more concerned looking down at the dagger that
Yeah.
Dunn stabbed you.
That didn't do any.
Yeah,
real
but
damage.
it is distracting
Yeah,
when somebody
I know.
comes at you with a knife.
Okay.
All right.
So,
I'm gonna say no to the new and important about the world just yet. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy? These are just
Yes.
people.
yeah.
They were badass people.
Still. I mean,
one had a really magic claymore.
Well, yeah, but that's its own thing.
Yeah, these were just regular ass adventurers.
Rona overcame death.
Did she though?
No.
Also, it's did we like as a group. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no to that one. You guys did loot a memorable treasure because you have a claymore the size of an elf with runes on it.
And the ledger.
And the ledger.
We don't know what's in it, so it might just be a book.
I was gonna, what's it called? I was gonna call dibs on the claymore, but if someone else wants it, that's also cool.
I would like to study it, but
Yeah, claymore is gonna be so it's gonna be weight. It's gonna be 3 weight. It'll be whatever your normal damage is, and also there may be some special stuff you'll have to investigate it. We'll
I mean,
deal with that later.
next level, I could always take the blacksmith stuff. I don't have the next level yet, but I could take the blacksmith stuff and put it on my axe.
Geralde,
Okay.
did you take
There you
the
go.
dagger back from me?
I'm not gonna fight anybody.
yeah,
for
I
it.
took the dagger back, yes.
Nobody's gonna claim the
wait,
giant
Can I
sword.
keep it?
Why do you want to keep the dagger?
I mean, hey, Thrognar,
You said it just helped me. I don't.
let's roll a d6, and whoever rolls higher gets the sword.
I mean, you can have the sword. That's fine.
You can have the
First,
sword too.
first you have to pick need or greed, and then if you both pick need, then you roll a d100. I've played World of Warcraft, sir. 50 DKP minus.
There you go.
So,
Congratulations on your sword.
so yeah, Geraldi. What the fuck, guys? So Geraldi, looks like Rona is asking for the dagger, at least for now. What is your response to that?
I think we have to roll
She
again,
sounds addicted.
Ragnar.
I don't think this is a good idea. Let's see if she still wants it in the morning.
That's what he said.
No, I'm not that drunk.
Yeah, and she is drunk as hell too.
Yeah, she goes, ew, wizard, not that drunk,
Can I
and then
have,
walks
can I
out.
have the thing? It's like
Hmm?
you're drunk. But ask again when you're sober.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll settle that out of session as well. So that is going to wrap it up for us. We are officially 45 minutes over what I was planning, and my brain is starting to hurt. So thank you everybody for
Only
tuning.
now starting to hurt.
Sometimes I just shut it off and roll with stuff. I disable the filter and just go straight to mouth. So thank you everybody for listening to or watching this latest adventure in our Argent Springs campaign. We hope you liked it and all the weird shit that happened. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Introduce new people. I think this is like National Podcast Month or something, and the thing is like, hey, if you tell one person about a podcast you like, and then they like it, and then eventually, if like 8 people do it, then everybody in the world listens to our podcast. I'm pretty good at math. So yeah, thank you for that. If you have any quest suggestions or anything like that, please fire them over to thatdndpodcast@gmail.com. If we use them, you may get a shout out in an episode. And if you like what we do enough to be willing to give us money, you can go to patreon.com/thatdndpodcast and do that thing that I just said. It's late and sleep is a thing. So see you guys next time.
Good night.
Stop.
Good night, everybody.